Time to win a practice, Sean Brace. Time to win a practice today up in New England. If you're watching on YouTube, you are being treated to what Austin Jones put together for Club Hertz. Sean Brace holding it up, a big one up there in New England today. Eagles, Patriots, joint practice. The only football worth anything in this month. So I've been told.
This is how I'm going to do the show, just like this.
That's perfectly fine, Sean. I'm still fired up from my night last night. I'll be honest with you, Sean Brace. I know we got football to get to. We're going to get to it in a matter of moments. But
there's some guys dragging.
I'm not dragging today, man. I'm still buzzing off of Flow Rider.
Oh, so then you just
misread the calculation.
That's all you did then.
Yeah, I want to do 4 hours on Flow Rider and why he's underrated.
Here we go.
Dude, everyone turning to themselves last night as Flow Rider's going over an hour. Like, wait, this was his song too? Hits on hits on hits on hits. I get it. Hey, shout out to the Phillies for being able to book that star.
Quit making them out to be the Beatles for crying out loud. It's Flow Rider.
I'd rather go see Flow Rider than the Beatles.
Oh, my God.
I'll say it.
Good grief.
I'll say it, and I'll stand on it. Apple bottom jeans, baby. They're not singing about boots with the fur back there in the 60s. Give me a break.
You know what? Paul McCartney is still with us. Ringo's still with us. I guarantee they can cook up a remix of Mr. Flow Rider.
Absolutely not.
I kid you not. It looked cool.
He could have done Penny Lane. They could have never done Low.
There you go. Nice. It looked pretty cool. I will say that. And I know we're going to have a lot over the next 4 hours talking a little bit about that, having some fun. I'll give you my observation from afar and Conshohocken on a couch. But I know you were down there, so you could fill me in on what exactly I missed. But all in all, great ball game by the Fightins, Ray Dunne. 5 straight dubs, longest win streak of the season. I know Connor's fired up. There's a lot to like about this team. And, oh, by the way, how about the defense, boys and girls? Yo.
Start at third, man.
Woo. Bomer over at first like a magician, as T-Mac said.
Yeah.
That was a great play.
1 for 1. One really good play. One great catch.
That was
double play. Really clutch.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Isn't that a Flow Rider song?
Yeah, it was a good feeling. Yeah, good feeling. There's a lot of songs. You know, you might lose track of all the hits. All right. Let's get rolling, though, on the Birds because it is joint practice today.
Let's do it.
It is the Eagles and the Patriots. And I saw something yesterday. And the morning guys got into it. It was their poll question yesterday about whether or not, the exact question, how will you keep track of A.J. Brown this season? 63% of the vote said, I won't check. And that 63% of people, I believe, is lying to themselves entirely. We don't have to be the score next lover on this one. I'm not even looking. I'm unfollowing A.J. Brown on everything. I'm not even going to know what's going on with him. I don't want to know.
They said I was a diva.
You're going to follow along. You're going to follow along with A.J. Brown this season. I see you trying to size it up in your head, Sean Brace. Stop. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself if you're not going to follow along with the guy this season. The question is to what degree you are going to be either rooting against the guy, checking in just to check in. I don't think there's going to be many in this area that find themselves rooting for him this season, though I'd love to hear from that person at 610-632-0975. 63% of people voting yesterday on the Marks and Salciunas poll that they won't check A.J. Brown this season. They won't check on him at all. And I think 63% of you are lying to yourselves. You're going to look. You are going to look at what A.J. Brown is doing with the Patriots. You're going to stumble into it. This is the same fan base that, and this is no disrespect to Phillies Tailgate, the account, but I see Phillies Tailgate tweet about Aaron Altair in whatever league he's playing in right now, and people engage with it. We engage with guys that played in this town because we care about what they're up to. You're going to care about what A.J. Brown's up to. It's just a question of whether or not you're going to hate watch or you're just going to watch.
Yes and no. That's where I'm at. That's why I'm kind of like the kombucha girl, the gift of her like, not good.
That's what she was drinking. Yeah. I never knew, actually. I've seen the GIF a million times. Yeah. I never knew that was a kombucha.
Oh, do you like kombucha?
I'm not really a kombucha guy.
I used to be a big-time kombucha fan.
Really?
Yeah, with the lemon. Really good for your gut. Really,
is it?
Yeah, really good for your gut.
My buddy moved out to Cali, became a kombucha guy. I just assumed it was something they do out there.
No, and oh, by the way, it takes the place of an alcoholic beverage at like 6, 7 o'clock at night. You put over ice. Oh, man, really delightful.
I'll stick to the booze. You let me know how the kombucha goes.
Yeah, no shot. I'm switching up an old-fashioned for kombucha.
Old-fashioned? How old are you? Good grief.
Is he the
enough.
other statement?
You and John Marks.
That's a good drink,
I
man.
know John Marks is a Manhattan guy.
That's an old guy drink.
Yeah. With the martini glass, pinky up, cherry in the glass. But that's all right. You like fruit too. Old fashioned has fruit.
I like the whiskey part better. but-
Okay, all right. Anyways, over to the Eagles with what you just said. Yes and no, Ray. Aaron Altair, with all due respect to Mr. AA, he's not on the same level as A.J. Brown at a success.
That's what I'm saying. And I
they
still
had.
people that check in on what other former Phillies, former Eagles, for Mac Hollins people
Yeah,
talk
all
about
right.
here in this town. Like,
Yeah, there's levels to everything with all these conversations. The grand scheme of things for me is that A.J. Brown had a lot of success. It comes back to this for me. Yeah, we'll check in on that, no doubt, especially in the first week 1, week 2. If he's having unbelievable success, it will carry on a little bit longer this season with Drake May. But for the most part, the success was here. They won a Super Bowl. And for a lot of Eagles fans, and this is going to be an interesting discussion today, I think they fall into the category of, you know what? See ya, AJ. Thank you for everything, but see ya. I really do believe that is the case, that a lot of Eagles fans fall into that category. Me, on the other hand, I am not. I am on the outside looking in. And right now, all eyes are on A.J. Brown. You might laugh about a split squad practice and me having fun saying we got to win a practice here. And I'm not going to go as far to say that, although I did, because I don't know how you score a practice. But I am going off of what the coaches say. I am going off of what the players say this past few days. Oh, by the way, even in New England as well, that this is an awesome opportunity for everybody to go up against some of the best competition the NFL has. You know what the Eagles stand for. You know what they are every single year. Guess what? New England Patriots, on the flip side, just went to the Super Bowl last year. Added A.J. Brown to the mix. The expectations are through the roof up there. So this moment in time, oh, by the way, Saturday as well, right? Saturday, preseason game 2? I think Saturday, right? Saturday?
Bill Fact?
Yes, I think Saturday. Preseason game 2. We just don't know who's playing. So the split squad practices, scrimmages, however you want to define it, have an utmost more importance than preseason football ever has, in my opinion, because of what the coaches and players tell you. That's not my take. That's their take. So how am I supposed to sit here today with the fact that everything that's going on around A.J. Brown, he held us over the coals for months with does he want to be here without giving us the answer. June 1st. How many times did we talk about June 1, Ray?
A lot.
Okay? So now all of a sudden, no hard feelings? Oh, no. This is our first crack at you? Oh, I want it. I want it more and then some.
So you're actually fired up for them to try and win a joint practice.
I'm fired up for
because it's A.J. Brown.
I'm fired up for the competition. Get out there, run your yap, compete. I want to see Quignon on A.J. This is football.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for them to compete with the Patriots over the next 2 days and whatever comes out of it. I don't know how much I'm making of a joint practice, to be honest with you.
Well, define make of it. I'm not going to sit here and give you the phone numbers and say, hey, who won that rep? What I'm saying is these guys are telling us preseason football means squat.
Correct.
You got an opportunity to go up against a team that went to the Super Bowl and added your guy. If your level of play isn't raised over these next 48 hours, I'm missing something. I'll guarantee you this. Final thing, because I'm saying a lot right now. Ask every one of those players if it's different today and tomorrow. I guarantee they say yes.
It has to be. I mean, they were so ready to get after someone else that Fred Johnson and Moro Jomo were fighting each other. Like, it's about finally hitting someone else and having someone on the other side of the field. I'm not fighting you on that.
There you go.
I'm just saying the importance of this, and we could dive into the importance in a second. But to the question I posed to you about A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
Are you, like, where are you? You want to win this because you want to stick it to A.J. Brown? Is that what it is over the next 2 days for
I
you?
want to see some competition out there. I know my secondary is damn good. How about standing up for our man, Jalen Hurts, number 1? All I heard is how great of a teammate A.J. Brown was. Well, he's no longer with this team.
They said I was a diva.
I don't want to see the yucking it up. I know we're going to get
They're
there.
gonna yuck it up.
Well, I think there's going to be ebbs and flows. I think there's going to be some trash talking.
For sure.
I think there's going to be some punches thrown.
Oh, all right. We got an over-under on punches?
Did you see the Dallas Cowboys and the Saints yesterday?
Oh, they were getting after it. Are we talking punch incidents? Like if one guy throws 2, that's 2?
How about just
No.
scuffles?
Over-under on I want it's thrown, not incidents.
Scuffles.
2.5.
2.5. Thrown punches today.
Oh, I was going scuffles.
All right, scuffles, yeah. I'll take the over on the 2.5. Yeah, I don't think we're getting punches.
Oh, we're definitely. You can't get into a scuffle without throwing a punch.
The punch is
Oh,
inherently
you
important to
can't-
the scuffle.
You can't do the whole push it back and forth, guys getting surrounded. You have to swing. You have to actually go about the motion of swinging here.
Somebody fight A.J. Brown or the Eagles season's over.
See, now that's what I'm saying. I don't think you're getting that today. I think you're getting guys in
And
each other's faces, pushing each other back and forth, talking trash. That's great. I want that. That's competing.
Yes, and nobody's selling that they're going to go after A.J.
No.
Brown. But if last time I checked, A.J. is a guy that's very confident. A.J. is a guy that won't back up. He won't stop running his mouth. A.J. is a guy that's going to get out there and do what he needs to do. He's a very proud player.
Yep.
19 straight practices for Mr. A.J. Brown. Tell you what, they are catering a ton to him. There is a lot of conversation about him that is just centralized on one guy. Like, if he does not deliver from Jump Street from there, I think that's going to be more entertaining to me than anything else as far as paying attention
So
to him.
you're wildly intrigued by today's joint practice, tomorrow's joint practice. That's great. And
Absolutely.
I want to get into the importance of actually what we stand to gain from the joint practice. Jeff Mosher talked about it yesterday. We'll play that for you coming up. We also heard from Sal Powell this morning on Get Up about the Eagles offense, which was very interesting to listen to. I want to kick this one around for you. We'll play it for you in the next segment about Jalen Hurts, this offense, and where they're at right now as they go into this joint practice. But I want to open up with this question because I was shocked. Again, the poll yesterday, how will you keep track of A.J. Brown this season? 63% said I won't check. Maybe I shouldn't say shocked, but I think you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself in the sense of you're going to check. He drops a pass, it'll be on my timeline. And not because some New England account put it up there and they know I'm going after A.J. Brown. Because someone in Philadelphia will be like, aha, look what he did. Or, oh, look, he gave up on a route. Or if he says something about Drake May, or that seems like it's about Drake May, it'll be on my timeline because we care. We care to check about A.J. Brown. You can't sell me that all of a sudden it's clean break. Oh, look, A.J. Brown's on the other side, and the fan base doesn't feel that way. How are you going to follow along with A.J. Brown's season at 610-632-0975? Is it a hate watch for you, or is it just keeping tabs?
And we already got an unbelievable report out of New England. Patriots complex. Oh, man. That's what I'm saying. If anybody's trying to downplay this, wait till I have for you on the other side. This is what it's all about.
All right, I'll downplay it on the other side. He's Sean Brace. I'm Ray Dunn. This is Brace and Dunn, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Listen to the pros. Hurts lets it go. Complete. A.J. Brown. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
And play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? And we're talking about practice. I know I'm supposed to be there. I know I'm supposed to lead by example. I know that. And I'm not shoving it aside, like it don't mean anything. I know it's important. I do. I honestly do. But we talking about practice.
Right. We're talking about practice, Sean Brace. We're talking about practice.
Ali Frazier, as I see in the YouTube chat from Yo Dude 43090.
We're talking about practice, Sean Brace.
They said I was a diva.
All right. Again, partially having fun with it, but there is truth. There's always truth to everything.
Oh,
And I just can't, if Nick Sirianni is going to say that to me, if Jalen Hurts, who doesn't say a lot, right? If Jalen Hurts is going to say, "Oh, this is an awesome competition. This is what it's all about," I have to raise this up. And again, those are just two. Like I said to you, put you in the middle of the Jeff, put you up there at Patriots Complex. Ask every one of those players if today means more than just your average practice. They will all say yes.
That's fine, and I acknowledge that. I'm not trying to take that away from you. I'm trying to parse this out in multiple ways here. We'll start with the practice portion of things. Is there something important about the next 2 days? Yes. You have the opportunity against a team that was in the Super Bowl a year ago to have your ones out there in what has been deemed across the National Football League as the most important part of your August. No longer is the preseason game very important to the guys who will end up being important to you. They don't play. Mostly, especially in the Sirianni era, this is the time for the starters to get their work in, and they're getting their work in against the team that was in the Super Bowl a year ago. I acknowledge that. It makes the next 2 days important. Is it important for anything off the field to me? No. Going up against A.J. Brown, I'm going to enjoy the Quinyon Mitchell back and forth. It's not that I'm not going to be entertained. If they said, I heard Andrew ask Adam Schefter this morning, hey, is there any chance that at some point we're going to see these things televised, like these joint practices, the way the NFL wants to monetize things? If they had it on NFL Network right now, I would be fighting to take down this pole and the cameras in front of me so I could see the television, so I could be watching it live, giving you updates from up there in Foxborough.
Hell yeah.
It is not that it's not intriguing to me, not entertaining to me, and I don't like the storyline of A.J. Brown and the Eagles and all that stuff. What it does for me, though, in terms of this team, where it's going, or feeling like you have the upper hand, very little. Very little. For A.J. Brown, for honestly where you're going to be at come the season, it's great. Next 2 days, I hope they win the practices. However you want to quantify that. However you want to slice and dice and score that one.
Scoreboard.
Yeah.
What is?
Whatever you point to the scoreboard after
How do you
this
do
one,
that?
I hope they end up with more points, however they're scoring it, than the Patriots.
You can't do that.
What it'll do for me, though, in the grand scheme of things, probably very little.
Yeah. Again, as the president of Club Hurts, and things hit a little bit differently as far as with AJ and all the riffraff that followed him for months. Yeah, I'm taking this a little bit more to heart. But, in the grand scheme of things, like you said, all right.
You can take it to heart, Sean Brace. I'm not telling you how to feel. I'm just telling you how I feel.
And, yeah, I don't think that I would say, all right, I got to ride with Ray on this one. Most of the time I would, but not on this one. No, they teach their own. My point is I can't give you a topic of, like you said, how do you define a win? I'm having fun with that. Win a practice. But I think that we got to listen to the players. We got to listen to the coaches. And this is an opportunity for them to take another step in the right direction. And if you've heard me now for the last 48 hours on this brand new show of ours, I'm a little concerned. There's a lot of question marks for me right now. Now, John came at me this morning and said, I'm out of my mind when I think that Eagles fans are a little too comfortable. And I'm not saying they're wrong to be comfortable, but there is a lot that has to go right early for this team, who, oh, by the way, has a lot riding on Sean Mannion, who is going to be learning on the job. I'm just, from afar, I'm a little cautious. That's it. I still think that this team is going to compete for the championship, for the division. Obviously, I think they're Super Bowl contenders. This is one of the best teams in the NFL, bar none. Defense, start there. But offensively, a lot of question marks right here, right now. Will we get some answered today and the next day? Maybe, maybe not. But this is exciting, man. Football season's here. I walked out of the house, boys, 5:45 this morning. And do you know what I heard?
Looney neighbors playing it on their speakers.
There was a chill in the air, Connor. There was a chill in the air. Dare I say, hoodie season
Oh, don't
is
do that
right
to me.
around the corner.
It's always hoodie season for
I
me.
like the summer. Yeah, you wear a hoodie in like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
I like football season. I wish it was 90 degrees for it.
I work indoors. The only time I'm uncomfortable is the 2-minute walk from my car inside.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm in a hoodie.
I'm not so much concerned on the weather portion. It's just football is here. I heard Andrew tell me I can't look at the Eagles for 25 days. What?
25 days of nothingness. That's what it was deemed this morning.
What? No. Football season right around the corner, man. This is why we lift all those weights in the off season.
Yeah,
This is why
I've
we
been
get in
lifting
those.
weights all off season.
This is why we do those OTAs and pick up the magazines and read them on the Jersey Shore while we're down there vacationing. This is why Phil Steele is existing in our lives, Ray Dunne.
Yeah. All right. Here's the thing. I want to make sure that we get to what you had said about, how important this is to Eagles fans. But I want to hear from Eagles fans of what you're taking away from the next 2 days at 610-632-0975. And I'm legitimately intrigued with the A.J. Brown thing from yesterday, where people are saying they won't check. You're not going to check in. So is it like we're going to force your eyes wide open to look at these A.J. Brown highlights? Like, your algorithm is your algorithm for a reason. All right? I see beautiful blonde women on my timeline. Not because I follow them, but because that's what Twitter says I want to see. All right? You're going to see A.J. Brown highlights on your Twitter feed. You want to know why? Because that's what the algorithm says you want to see. You're going to end up checking, regardless of whether you type into the search bar A.J. Brown highlights or A.J. Brown Patriots, you're going to see A.J. Brown stuff. So I'm curious for people. Are you you're lying to yourself if you don't believe that you are interested in A.J. Brown's season with the Patriots? I want to hear from people what type of watch it's going to be, how you're going to follow along with it, how you're interacting with the AJ stuff. Is it like look at that? Or is it I'm foaming at the mouth to see this guy fail? I'm curious for that, 610-632-0975. Now, what this means to the fans that are up there in Foxborough, because you told me that there's a nice update there for practice.
Tim McManus is up there. There's a lot of people up there. We got some people that will be joining us throughout the course of the show, giving us a bird's eye view up at the Patriots complex. Right now, Tim McManus just put out a tweet and a video of A.J. Brown. No pleasantries as A.J. Brown passes by old teammates before the practice. So we had him already on the field and running right by, which is okay, fine. But the thing that excited me, and I saw this on the timeline yesterday, a lot of Eagles fans made the trip up there.
Well, we got something from Mike Reese, who covers the Patriots, saying good luck finding a seat at this point. They opened the ramps to the stadium, and you can't even stand there because it's overflowing.
That's what I'm saying, Ray. I'm not feeling the vibe over here on this side of the room right now. It's 10:23.
This is huge.
There's some guys dragging.
I know Flo Rida got the best of you, but damn it, we got Eagles fans packing up the stadium. Eagles chants going on.
And that's great.
We're taking over the Patriots complex, Ray, and you're trying to tell me that this doesn't mean anything
Wait,
today.
Sorry, play the intro again. Boston's not a sports town. Their joint practice venue got overtaken by other fans.
I like that.
They're not a real sports town.
Oh, that would be Josh Hart if he was playing for the Sixers. Anyways, again, having some fun here. But I think that's really cool. And that just tells you how crazy we are in this city. I saw a bunch of people that were going up there. I didn't think it would be like this, though. Even with what I saw yesterday, I did not think that it would be like this. First of all, I don't know how it works up there. Like, I don't even know how. Is this ticketed? You buy tickets? Well, we're going to get those answers today because we're going to have some people joining us.
Yep.
But that's pretty cool, man. That's
It's
really
great.
cool.
I'm not telling you it's not cool. The fans are up there. We got Eagles chants rolling. According to Tim McManus, you said that they opened up all these different seatings for everybody to make sure they got there because it's packed and Eagles fans are up there taking it all in. That's good. It's also probably a bit of, hey, you don't get to see this team a ton before September. We're going to have one home preseason game.
Oh, the Birds fans, you mean?
Yeah. You don't get a chance to see the Eagles.
Yeah, that stinks.
And this is a great trip for you to take. You want to go spend basically a week up in Boston this time of year?
Oh, my goodness. We got breaking news out of there.
Okay, what do we got?
A.J. Brown just suplexed Jalen Hurts. Oh, my goodness. Into the Gatorade tank. It's like SummerSlam. Come on. Come on.
But you're like, all right, if you're going up there, what are you up there for? To see the Eagles? Or like you're up there cheering on the Eagles at a practice?
Yeah, if I was going up there, first of all, it's my first time in that area, so I would look forward to catching a beverage or two, as I saw people that were doing it. So that's first. Second would be, it really is another level of diehardness to go to Lehigh. I enjoyed it, but it's practice.
Well, this is practice where they're competing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard. Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni said it's two of the most important days.
I take their word for it.
It is important for them.
I take their word. Well, I would like to see a little bit more. It would be definitely intriguing this time around because of all the questions. We're not really learning anything about Mannion's offense from afar. You know, some of the ins and outs, the intricacies, all that good stuff. So there's some questions as far as you would get, some of your own answers from your own eyes. I think that would be cool. But the vibe, and oh, by the way, I think it would raise up another level for me if I looked around and I saw 70% green at New England. I think that'd be awesome. I mean, why not?
Sure. Yeah, Patriots fans, like we were the Super Bowl last year. Why do I need to bother showing up? Like, this is a trip. This is a trip for Eagles fans. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm happy for it. I'm happy. Take over. What do they call it? Whatever it is.
Patriots complex. We're going to run with that today.
All right. Take over Foxborough. I'm thrilled. Good for you. Enjoy it. I just want to know why. Why are you up there just because it's Eagles practice? Are there that many people up there that want the reunion to see, it's A.J. Brown, the Patriots going up against the Eagles? Like, I think that's what, see.
There's a little bit of that.
Just tell me the truth here on this one. Tell me the truth.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I think that's the whole reason why you would that's the whole reason why you would even have it on your agenda, like, itinerary for the summertime. Like, by the way, you want to take a ride up? Because that's, if you're younger, if you're a young whippersnapper like either one of you guys, you can go ahead and make that trip and say, hey, let's do it. I can't do that. A lot of us can't do that. So maybe this is something like a month ago, 2 months ago, you looked at the calendar, August a little bit slow for the people that aren't diehard Flow Rider fans. And you say, you know what, let's take a trip up 95 and get to Patriots Complex to see that joint practice.
Which, by the way, Fetty Wap tomorrow night at Stateside Live. I still haven't got my tickets, but I really feel like I need to be there.
Is that serious?
Do you sleep?
No, never. Not once.
You're
not
always
in my
going
life.
out.
Wait,
Yeah.
Fetty Wap is really at...
Yeah. I've been dying to go.
He just got out recently, didn't he?
He did.
It's been a little bit.
He's
now.
engaged, too. Still got one eye.
Yes,
missing.
that's true.
Break it down for me. Why? What's going on? Is there a Phillies game? Is there a...
No, it's just their summer concert. They're at the backyard now. They can throw concerts there. I would love to go see Fetty Wap tomorrow.
I'll tell you right now, Connor, my favorite day of the week, Thursday.
Yeah, I love that too.
I'm a Thursday
It's going
guy.
to be a tough Friday for everyone.
Yeah, I'm a Thursday guy.
There's some
Because
guys dragging.
Friday and Saturday is the weekend. Get a little bit too packed for me. Thursday is when it's nice. Ooh, thirsty Thursday. Those beers hit a little bit different.
And are they going to hit a little bit different after winning the joint practice over the next 2 days? Like,
Define win.
honestly, what this is for you, from my perspective here, because you have not been shy about your feelings about A.J. Brown for a long time at this point.
They said he was a diva, right?
They said he was a diva, and you've said he's a diva very much since.
Was A.J. Brown a diva?
That he had diva tendencies.
How about this? Let me cut you off. Good question. Good conversation this morning at the gym at 6:05 or at 5:55. My guy James, diehard Eagles fan. Point blank, A.J. Brown gave up on a lot of plays last year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't bother you? That doesn't ruffle your feathers?
That's why you're invested in the
That doesn't-
practice today.
that-
It has nothing to do with, I'm going to learn a lot about the way this offensive line is marrying the run and the pass and the concepts for this offense. What you want, and this is why I've been trying for the last half hour to get it out of you, what you want is revenge on A.J. Brown today. That's what you're looking for. That's what you've been looking for. I've been
said I was a
waiting
diva.
for you to say it.
A little bit.
This means something to you because A.J. Brown's on the other side of the field.
Connor, tell me if I'm lying, I'm dying. A.J. Brown gave up on plays last year. A.J. Brown, in that 49ers game, if he catches that ball across the damn middle, guess what? There's a good chance that he go down and score a touchdown. Yeah, I believe that. That was a winnable football game. And shame on us for losing that game because the Seahawks were suspect. The Seahawks shouldn't even won the Super Bowl, and you know I'm right about that because if the Rams could field a punt, they're the Super Bowl champions. But guess who owns the Rams? The Philadelphia Eagles. All I know is this. A.J. Brown gave up on multiple plays last year. A.J. Brown was the biggest nuisance on that team, yet all all the teammates loved him. I don't understand it. I am not in the locker room, so I don't have too much of an opinion on that. But everybody could have their own feelings to their own teammates. That's fine. I'm sure he's a cool guy. But at the end of the day, the eye in the sky don't lie, Ray. And when you have an opportunity as a team to watch that game tape, and you sit there and see A.J. Brown giving up on plays, not coming up with big-time plays, yet running his yap, and he was a big reason why this team didn't have success last year, I have an issue with that.
All right, Connor, can you see where I'm coming from? I was trying to spend 30 minutes trying to, just get him to say it. You're not invested in this because...
I am, too.
You're not invested in this because I'm going to learn a lot about Sean Mannion's offense, or I'm going to figure out how Vic Fangio's defense holds up against the test of Drake May.
I'm down on the Phillies.
The reason you're invested the next 2 days is quite simply because it is an A.J. Brown hate watch, which will be, for many people this year, regardless of whether or not they actually want to admit it to themselves, is what's happening across Philadelphia.
Yeah, I see where Sean's coming from here, and I understand why he feels the way that he does. I think you're taking your eye off the ball here. I do. The AJ thing is done. For the next 2 days, we're going to be thinking a lot about it because you're facing him. What's much more important is we have a huge season starting in a couple of weeks, and you're going up against a Mike Vrabel defense and an AFC winning football team.
There you go.
I do not care about A.J. Brown as much as I care about the Eagles being successful. And this is a big couple of days because I need to know that Sean Mannion knows what he's doing. There's no better time to prove it before week 1 than these next 2 days. So forget about 11. Would I like to see that visor covered in dirt?
He's number 1.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, that's right. He did change. Number 1, then. I'd like to see that visor covered in dirt by the end of the day. That'd be nice, but that's ancillary to what you do against the Vrabel defense.
And for you, it's not ancillary.
No,
No. You don't just get to co-sign that after you just went on the A.J. Brown tirade.
There's a little bit of everything in Ray. That's
Oh,
that's what's happening here.
You showed up here today in
it's a
your Jalen
concoction.
Hurts jersey,
It was-
holding the Club Hurts board.
It was laundry
and
day.
you're here to tell me that your interest in this joint practice is because, I cannot wait to see how they line up against the team that was in the Super Bowl last
It's
year.
laundry day. I had to wear my
stop
Jalen
it.
Hurts jersey.
Stop it. You're lying to me. You're lying to yourself. And most importantly, we were the show you trust here from 10 to 2 for months. We can't just lose that moniker.
Well, no, you could trust me. I'm telling you the truth. I do co-sign a lot of what Connor just said. That's where it has to start and end. This is an ultimate opportunity against a great defense with Vrabel. Bing, bang, boom. All right? We all agree on that. But, oh, by the way, yeah, there's a little something extra. There's a little something going on there. I want to compete. Fire me up.
If this was the Seahawks.
No.
Absolutely.
Nowhere near.
Absolutely.
For me, it's the same level of everything you just said.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a little more.
I'm just glad.
And that's the difference there.
That's where I wanted to get there. Right?
Yeah.
We got there 33 minutes in.
Am I alone? You mean to tell me everybody that's listening, everybody that's watching is saying, you know what? Brace, you're on your island by yourself on this one. There are plenty. I told you James was at the gym with me this morning, and he said the same thing at 6:05, Ray. Do you know what it takes to have an honest, open conversation about Eagles football or anything in life with any other human being at 6:05 a.m.? Takes a lot.
Oh, it takes a lot.
Yes.
I've had some very honest conversations at 6 in the morning.
I
Trust
don't
me.
want to see. I don't want to see my wife at 6:05. She doesn't want to see me either at 6:05. And here we are going, you know what, man? Like, number one, the conversation started because there was a chill in the air, and he felt it too.
Okay, good.
Football season's here.
I wasn't outside at 5 this morning.
However, thank you. I appreciate that. Good show today. However, ultimately, we looked at each other and go, man, that A.J. Brown. If he would have just caught that pass against the 49ers, things would have been a little bit different. Maybe not even on the cross. How about the one that was on the outside? When all you had to do was extend, dive, help out your quarterback that you can't stomach. And I'll also say this. How about this one for all you people out there? A.J. Brown, his locker is next to Drake May up there. Again, the what they are doing, putting all the eggs in the A.J. Brown basket. I love it. I'll be paying attention to that, Ray.
All right. Here's why I needed that from you. You ask, am I alone?
Yeah.
I don't believe you're alone.
Okay.
The central thesis of what I was trying to ask the people here is 63% of them said they wouldn't check in on A.J. Brown. Yet you just made the entire point that these 2 days mean the world to you because they're practicing, not playing, not a game. No, they're practicing against A.J. Brown and the Patriots. So those 63% of them probably listen to you right now like, preach, Brace, preach, tell the truth. Hold the truth about A.J. Brown. Tell the people all the good news.
All right, out of that,
And then they're saying that they're not going to check A.J. Brown this year.
out of that 63%, how many are in Club Hertz? That's the question.
70%.
Connor, is this a good background picture for my profile? Is this a good picture for my...
You look like someone who's trying to do Zoom from the beach. It doesn't want anyone to know, I'm on the course right now, but let me hold this up behind me so they think I'm in studio. I don't know what in the world you're doing. It's a great collage, though. Great work by Austin Jones.
Again, you know, the conversations that are coming out of the Patriots camp have me in tune ever than
Right.
I've ever had before with Patriots consumption.
Exactly, and you're not alone.
But this is a beautiful thing. This is
That's
what
the
sports are all
point.
about, Ray Dunne.
That's the point.
I mean, A.J. Brown, and this is where the tone is going to be today. And I'm just curious, like, am I off on that? Because I know you got to dance every once in a while. I'm using as a phrase here, all right? I'm not calling A.J. Brown a devil, by no means. But you got to dance with the devil every once in a while. Here they are going, A.J. Brown is the savior. A.J. Brown, we're going to do this. He's out there. He's doing all this the right way. Oh, by the way, everything he says about Drake May, it's great. They got their lockers connected because they need to be together. When I guess the issue down at the NovaCare complex was that fact that they were grouped by squads, by wide receivers, running backs, quarterbacks.
Right.
That's
Position
how
groups.
Position groups. Thank you. So, like, I'm fine with that. But I just, in the back of my mind, go, you know, you had a good thing going there. Instead of making it all about A.J. Brown, who is a tremendous player, I get it. Maybe you just need to add him instead of making it about him. That's my take from afar. I don't know if that's going to pay off. I don't know if I'm going to be wrong on that one. I know this much. A lot of us will be checking in for A.J. Brown for fantasy numbers. He's a tremendous receiver.
I do want to hear from the Eagles fan that's not drafting A.J. Brown in fantasy out of spite.
I'm right here.
You're not touching him this year.
I would probably do that, too.
Really?
Yeah, that's a
Said I
minimal
was a
thing.
diva.
Not all of us are in 11 leagues, Ray.
Yeah, I mean, I probably won't draft him just for the sake of he's not like I haven't drafted him the last couple of years. That's been kind of he's been to stay away from me. I don't really mess with the whole A.J. Brown situation.
All right, I just would be honest. Like, I don't want to take him, but
Oh, there we go.
But if he slides and you're standing there and you're the number one overall pick, and next thing you know, the snake draft comes to you, you'd be a dummy not to take him.
Where's your principal? Do you like this guy or not like this guy?
He doesn't like this guy, and it's why he's so
He's
invested in the
the
next
money
2
side.
days. Yeah,
Johnny Manziel, Connor.
he loves
Right there.
green, and it's
I
not
can't hear
Eagles
you
green.
over all this money in my hand.
All right, coming up, we'll play what Sal Powell had to say about this offense because it's very intriguing. Outside of the fact that we're tuned in to 2 days of joint practices because we want to see the way they compete against Super Bowl participants from a year ago, really tuned in because you all want to see A.J. Brown get thrown into the ground. That's what, yeah, there you go. Flex over there. You can try and hide behind Connor's logic over there. We know why people are tapped in today. What Sal Powell had to say about the offense. And Jalen Hurts' fit in it, role in it, discussion about it. We'll get into that, diving into what actually is happening on the field and not what is the A.J. Brown storyline. He's Sean Brace. I'm Ray Dunne. This is Brace and Dunne, 97.5.
11th different offensive coordinator for Jalen Hurts, 11th different play caller going back to college. And now you're asking him to do something that's completely different from last year. And to me, it's like asking Miles Davis to play the violin. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? This guy has already been a virtuoso in his previous offense. He went to 2 Super Bowls, won one of them, was Super Bowl MVP. He already recorded kind of blue. He's already done it. He doesn't have to reinvent himself. And I think the Eagles are finding that out. You hear things about what's going on behind the scenes, and they clearly want Jalen Hurts' input into this offense to make sure that it works going forward.
All right. So that's Sal Pal today on Get Up saying they want Jalen Hurts' input on this offense going forward. I want to hear how you heard that cut, Sean Brace, because you had the gun ready to go. You were loading up.
Well, no,
you're ready to fire away.
No. Sorry. I get in my mind. I expect you to read my mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's what my wife always says.
You expect
what do you want? Magic 8 Ball? I can't, anyway.
I know. You're right there. You shouldn't be expected to read minds. You should. Communication's key there, Sean.
Communication is key.
Yeah.
I hit the reloading of the gun because my guy Sal Pal is spitting.
Spitting at what, 7 in the morning up in Foxborough?
He is on fire. He is bringing it. I love it. Speaking of, we will have a couple updates.
Yeah, we got a couple coming up.
Really good stuff. But how did I take that? All right, so I caught it live, and I sent it to you guys. And I just, again, one man's take, not saying I'm right, not saying I'm wrong. But when we talk about the Eagles' offense, and I understand where we're at right now, present day, so all this is out the window. But Sal got me thinking just a little bit because we know how bad of an offensive coordinator Patullo was last year. It was a disaster. He was the main culprit. As much as I want to blame AJ for the season being a wash, ultimately Kevin Patullo was the main reason why this offense struggled. And then you got to put Jalen Hurts there as far as throwing the football. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it in my mind. Also with the offensive line issue, so on and so forth. But to sit there and look the Eagles fans in their eyes that have said, like, this is what you need, a whole new offense. We need play action. We need this. We need Mannion. We need fresh perspective. I don't know if that's necessarily the right way to think about it. And I think Sal said it. This is a guy that's been there and done that. He's had success. So instead of blowing it all up with this brand new offense, which, oh, by the way, I'm excited about with Sean Mannion, there are plenty of good things on Jalen Hurts' resume that you could bring to the next employer, meaning Sean Mannion. So I guess what I'm saying is, like, what if Sean Mannion wasn't the guy and they brought back Kellen Moore? Would they have said all the stuff that we've been saying this offseason where you need a complete fresh retool of this offense, play action, everything? We can go down the details of it. Or would it be more of a Jalen Hurts offense that he had unbelievable success with Kellen Moore? Your thoughts on that?
What did Kellen Moore try and do off the jump? He tried to change the offense. They got 4 weeks in, and they said, hey, let's go make this a run-first thing. The offensive line went in. Let's ride our, you-know-what to the Super Bowl. And they did that. They rode pretty much the success of Saquon Barkley, 2,000 yards. And it's not to say that Jalen Hurts didn't have a part in that success, but when you look at that offense, that's what it was. I think if Kellen Moore had it all over again and had to do it all over again and wasn't given a head coaching job after that season, he would have tried once again to change that offense to be more of what today's NFL is and not what it was in 2024. I think they had to reinvent this offense. They had to get Jalen Hurts on board with the new offense. And honestly, listen to that cut. I got less of, hey, it's worked with Jalen in the past. Let's see about that Jalen Hurts offense. And I got more of, is Sal Pal set the scene for a similar discussion to Week 4 in 2024 where they're talking about going back to what Jalen Hurts offense was before? That was my listen to it. My listen to it was, wait a second. I've heard all offseason about Mannion, we're evolving. This is the first time I've heard a reporter say, well, when you hear what's going on inside there, they're looking at Jalen Hurts' input and all of a sudden thinking about what Jalen Hurts has done well. That was my read on it. Not that all of a sudden they're scrapping what they've done, but this is the first where it's been like, no, the old stuff, it'll be there. I don't know. How'd you read that, Connor?
I always assumed it was going to be. Like, this is not surprising to me. I had this conversation when I was back on mornings with Salciunas, and he's talking about, like, throw out the old playbook. Get rid of all of it. And I'm like, that's rash and that's wrong. There's always going to be principles of a guy who has won a Super Bowl here and gone to another one. A head coach who has won a Super Bowl here and gone to another one. We get too hasty with throw out the old way. Like Jalen Hurts should have input. I always assumed he would because the outside perspective might be a change in offense is changing everything. It's changing 65 to 70% of it. And if that other 25 to 30 is Hurts, that's totally fine with me. He's earned that.
It's fine if they keep old concepts and things he's comfortable with. But this is the first time where they've said, I've heard it said, oh, look at the Jalen Hurts input to this. Look at what's worked for him in the past. He's Miles Davis.
That was a great line.
It was a great line. It's also like, wait a second. Wait. I don't think we're all of a sudden turning him from something that, like going away from something that's been uber successful in terms of the way the offense looked the season ago and the way the passing offense was the year before. I don't think this is like, oh, we're going from A-tier offense to a new A-tier offense just for the fun of it. I think they're going from what has been an underwhelming passing game to a passing game that they want to see married to the running concepts, and they don't want to have to just go back to what they've done before and hope, hey, we're going to run for 2,000 yards. That's what I took out of it. I took that more as not concerning. I don't want to use the word concerning this early.
No,
but
We're and plus, like I said, this conversation does us no good, but we do realize what will be said weeks when they do eventually struggle, so on and so forth. Exactly that. Also, I do want to put this out there. We got updates. Oh, we got updates. I'll just give it to you like this. A.J. Brown and Quinyon Mitchell went head-to-head right from the jump. Wow, A.J. got some get off. Whew. It was a straight-up just burner, deep route, fly, let it go. Drake May puts the ball on the money, had Quinyon in his hip. Quinyon tugging a little bit on A.J. A.J. Brown, one hand out, right in the breadbasket. Dropped the ball. The fans are into it, according to Tim McManus. Woo!
I bet the fans are into it.
Love it.
They're into it because they're into the A.J. Brown storyline.
Yes, you're right about that.
Romeo Doubs dropping a pass will elicit some cheers from Eagles fans because we're fun. A.J. Brown dropping a pass elicits pandemonium because that's the storyline over the 2 days. Again, Connor, I got you. They were in the Super Bowl last year. We should look at this as an opportunity in which the Eagles get to match up with one of the teams that was amongst the best in the NFL last season and figures to be pretty good again this year. We should. I don't think we are.
Well, then it's my job to fight the good fight and try and get people to keep their eye on the ball. And I'm going to do that the next 2 days.
I got one more eye on the good ball here. Nice route from Darius Cooper. My goodness. He had some defender for the Patriots. Sorry, I don't have my roster.
Don't worry, we got A.J. Brown at home.
Good job. But that was a beautiful route. I just retweeted at Sean_Brace. Make sure you're following along at 975 Middays. And, of course, subscribe and rate, review our YouTube channel. It's popping.
No, it's popping. People got some thoughts. We got some thoughts on the Davis Honda text line. The voice memos get in at 610-632-0975. We'll play a couple for you coming up in the 11 o'clock hour. But first, at 11, you wouldn't know it based on the start of the program today. Phillies won 5 in a row. I've got a half-baked thought later on in the show.
How about that?
About this Phillies team as I'm looking at their schedule and I'm looking at the rest of the season.
Ben and Jerry's half-baked?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll get to that later on in the show. But coming up next, we'll talk to On Patterson's Tim Kelly. Down there covering the team. He was out in Iowa. How was it? How much time did he spend in the cornfields? I would imagine a lot. That guy was definitely wandering the cornfields looking for, is there anything I could tweet out right about now? Where's the content? We'll talk to Tim coming up next about the Phil stretch. And we'll get back to the Birds in the 11 o'clock hour. He's Sean Brace. I'm Ray Dunn. This is Brace and Dunn, 97.5, The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phils keep the streak going. I'm Connor Thomas. This update is brought to you by Rosenbaum Injury Law. If you've been injured, don't settle for less because winning means everything. Call Rosenbaum and Associates today for a free consultation. The Phils won their 5th straight last night, taking down the Marlins 6-4 in another comeback effort. Bryson Stott and Alec Bowen both had 2 RBI nights to go along with some great defensive plays. Zach Wheeler went 5 innings, 2 earned. Brooks Raley earned his first save as a Philly, shutting things down in the ninth. Now, Zach Wheeler wasn't his typical self. Don Mattingly talked about it after the game.
Zach's not one of the guys I worry about, if that's what you're asking. So, been Zach Wheeler for a long time. Stuff's still good.
So, face shown there from the manager to Wheels. The Phils round out the series against the Marlins tonight. 6:05 first pitch, a little early today. Aaron Nola versus Sandy Alcantara. The Eagles, they're in joint practice right now as we speak with the Patriots today up in New England. We'll have your updates throughout the show today on everything going on up there and the re-meeting with former Eagle A.J. Brown. The Union take on Inter Miami tonight at 7:30. You can hear that game live right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Coming up next, Tim Kelly of Vaughn Pattison joins us to talk about the latest with the Phillies win streak. This update's also brought to you by Verizon Business. Verizon Business experts love small businesses, so they come directly to you on your schedule with real expertise tailored to your needs. Make an appointment with a Verizon Business expert. Go to Verizon.com/book today. I'm Connor Thomas for the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
base bag, all in one motion. What a play by Alec Bohm. He's doing it all. There's a little magician there on that play.
Flow rider.
Hit on the ground. Diving stop by Stott. To his feet, he throws in time. What a way. Ground ball toward third. Oh, what a play by Stott. A diving play to his feet in time. It's as if he's played there his entire life. And his defense has helped the Phils get through this ninth inning as they win it by a final score of 6-4.
Phils, where's not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 in a row. Sean, you calm down. You taking a deep breath over the AJ stuff. You're look to get to the sunny side of sports today.
Yeah, look, having some fun today. Got a lot going on, but you're right. Don't bury the lead. Putting practice to the side.
Games. You talk about games.
Dare I say, boys, Connor and Ray, and of course Tim's going to join the party in just a second, the hottest team in Major League Baseball?
Anyone got more than 5 in a row?
Well, I'm saying
Jim?
for the month of August, I can make the case because they have the best record in the month of August.
You can definitely make the case then.
Are the Phillies the hottest team in Major League Baseball right now? I think the Cubs might be right there.
And everyone hates them. It's crazy. 5 in a row for the Phils.
How about that?
How about that? All of a sudden, they were falling out of a playoff spot. Now they got a 1-game cushion on the Padres, who are in the 3rd wild card spot, a 3-game cushion on the Diamondbacks. And to discuss it with us, he was wandering the cornfields of Iowa out there in Dyersville. He made his way to Minnesota, and he's back in Philadelphia covering the Philadelphia Phillies. Does a tremendous job for on Pattison. The one and only Tim Kelly joins us. Tim, how much time did you spend out there in the corn in Iowa?
Not as much time as you spent enjoying the Flow Rider concert last night.
Dude, come on. You stuck around, didn't you?
I stuck around for most of it, yes. I got to experience it with one of our mutual friends, which was an interesting experience. But, yes, I enjoyed the evening and just as much as I enjoyed the cornfield.
Tell me he doesn't still have it. He's got the fastball Flow Rider. It was fantastic.
He's got like a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, but he knows how to use it.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
He did a good job with it. Hey, listen, Nola's made a career on it.
Yeah.
Why not Flow Rider? All right, it's quick. I want to take you to Iowa, though, just as a nice little, put a bow on it. We've talked about, hey, maybe the Field of Dreams, going out there, a nice feel-good time for the team. Maybe that kicked into something for him. Maybe it's just playing the Twins and the Marlins. But for you, the biggest thing you took from the team's experience out there at the Field of Dreams game?
Well, they were only there probably 10 or 12 hours. Like, they came in that morning and left right after the game. But I do think everyone involved really enjoyed the experience. It was like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. And as much as I'm sure over the course of an 162-game season to have to do something like that, it's kind of a pain, I think a lot of them enjoyed it. They enjoyed the interactions they had on the movie set and then getting to play on the field. And one of the things that stands out to me is a lot of us, a lot of people that are fans of the game go there and that they're kind of in awe of players at the game. In this case, the players were in awe of the Hall of Famers that came out before the game. So for everyone there, it was kind of a field of dreams.
Well said. Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Just give us the coolest part. I know I saw some pictures. I was following along. I think you do a great job of that, even at the old ball yard here. You pay attention to all the details, jerseys, all that. That's why I think you're the clock out there, Johnny Carlson's clock. You're a tremendous follow. So, Tim Kelly, your biggest nugget from being out there in Iowa was what?
Well, I'll stay on brand. The scoreboard, watching the three guys sit out there with the old school scoreboard and changing it after every run, it was definitely, it was very cool.
And they were they were standing out there. They had the suspenders, the old time hat, the pork pie hats, and they were out there manually changing the scoreboard. I mean, a lot like Fenway.
I could see Tim
That's pretty cool.
pulling that off.
Oh,
if Tim wasn't covering the game, I could see Tim absolutely out there in the old school get up, changing the scoreboard.
Also, Tim, the batter's eye. Give us the shape.
The batter's eye was in the shape of a barn. It was they committed to all of it. So, yes, it was very cool.
Tim Kelly's the best.
Nothing gets by Tim. Nothing at all gets by Tim. This team right now, 5 in a row, looking good in the month of August. The offense, the way they're scoring runs, the change, this meeting that they had, for you, do you believe this is a sustainable thing for the Phillies, and what has clicked for them?
Well, it's clicked as guys are more willing to pass the baton, probably the biggest one being Bryce Harper. And I think that speaks to how comfortable he is with Luis Arise hitting behind him. Even though Arise hasn't necessarily been hot lately, having him behind him as opposed to anyone else that had been hitting behind him. And now you also have Stott and Boehm are probably the two best hitters on the team right this minute. So I think just guys, it's been the perfect storm in terms of comfortability and also some other guys other than Harper and Schwarber getting hot.
Tim, the question we're asked all the time is, like, are they back? Are they for real? And the one thing I would ask, or the one thing I would say, and I'm going to ask you that question, is it just feels like the approach has been different in the month of August. We have went over the numbers that will reflect my feelings, that will show you that there is a different approach at the dish. They're walking more. As you said, the baton, that's a huge deal, especially when it comes to 162. So they're putting together a great month of August. We talked about it, hottest team in the month. But are they for real? Is this a team that will continue this path towards postseason? Of course, in September, when the schedule gets a little bit more difficult, and of course, we're talking about postseason on the horizon.
It would be hard for Bryson Stott to play any better than he has recently. And Alec Boehm, since the Field of Dreams, something really seems to have clicked for him. So you need these stretches during the season where your guys that aren't necessarily Harper and Schwarber carry the team, but they are to go on a sustained run in the postseason. They're going to need Schwarber, Harper, Arise, some of those guys to have scalding hot streaks. So I think this is a very good sign for the Phillies that some other guys are doing it, but they're going to need it in a different formula probably at least part of October to really be able to make a deep run.
We're talking to Tim Kelly of On Pattison. How do you best encapsulate the Alec Boehm experience?
It's something. I mean, this is probably it for Alec Boehm. Like, it's pretty unlikely he'll be back next season, but for him, like he has had some good moments here with the Phillies, and it's good for him that he is kind of having a little bit of a renaissance these last few days, where it felt like at one point last week he was trending towards potentially like talking about losing at bats, and now he's become the hottest hitter in baseball since the Field of Dreams. So I think it's a good sign for him and a good sign for the team, and it kind of reminds you why even when the Phillies made all these moves and shifted guys around at the deadline, they thought it was important to keep him in the lineup.
I want to ask you, last night, the question for Don Mattingly, concern over Zach Wheeler. You said, Zach's not one of the guys I worry about. For you, watching the velocity, watching the shape of his stuff, talking to him, being around him in the clubhouse, where are you at right now with where Zach Wheeler is at this point in the season?
I don't think it's concern. I kind of always trust Zach Wheeler, but it is true. Once the playoffs roll around, they're going to live and die with the starting rotation, that top three. And Jesus Luzardo's been tremendous lately, but they do need Wheeler and or Sanchez to get hot again and be better than what they've been recently. So I think in this case, like, you tend to give Zach Wheeler the benefit of the doubt, but you know that he needs to be better, and I think he's been pretty open about that.
Phillies back in action one more time against the Fish, 6:05 start down at the bank. Nola getting the start, so interesting nugget or interesting reason to pay attention there, see if Nola can continue his successful ways here. I want to talk to you about Bryce Harper, and I'm going to bring up a tweet that was sent to me last night because apparently Kruk discussed this on the broadcast yesterday. Bryce Harper, I think we can all agree, has had a fantastic season. I think he's going to end up with over 30 home runs, probably 105, 110-ish as far as ribbies are concerned. That's a hell of a season for Bryce Harper. Oh, by the way, with the fact that he's changed his approach at the dish, he's probably going to get close to 100 walks this season. So for me, he is doing everything and then some. But somebody said to me on Twitter that, yeah, John Kruk said he needs to be a run producer, not an on-base guy. Where do you see that conversation with a guy like Bryce Harper, Tim? Because we know how important he is. We know what he's capable of. But for my money, for crying out loud, what else can he do?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the debates that a long time ago people had about Bobby Abreu, that Bobby Abreu sometimes people felt was too comfortable passing the baton. But if you have a guy hitting behind you, I think that's okay. If Luis Arise is hitting behind you, I think you can pass the baton a little bit more. He clearly was less comfortable over the last year and change with whoever else had been hitting behind him, and maybe that was leading him pressing. But if teams aren't going to throw him pitches, I think it's fine for him to get on base. That doesn't mean he is going to have his moments in the playoffs. Like, obviously, he's not going to walk every time he comes to the plate. But if teams are going to put him on base, I'm always in favor of guys getting on base, and then some other guys behind him have to come through.
Save Bryce Harper. Who's benefited the most from having Luis Ariz in this lineup?
I think probably just like Bryson Stott and Alec Boehm and Justin Crawford as a group, that there's a little less pressure on them. And I also think that they've benefited just from being around him and watching him, and he has an energy to him. So I think it's kind of a combination of guys.
I'm going to get a little boring here, a little bit on the minutia, but
right.
let's bring up the young gun. Let's talk about Crawford and the season that he's having right now. Your thoughts on what you're seeing from Justin Crawford, and is he playing a little bit better than your expectations were coming into the season, Tim?
Maybe not like the totality of the season, but I think since the All-Star break, he's been pretty good. And you see when he gets the ball in play, his speed is a real weapon. So with him hitting at the bottom of the lineup, he's doing what they need. Now, like from a long-term perspective, I think he's going to have to be closer to a 300 hitter to like really have a ton of value in the majors. But he's improved as a fielder, and I think he's done a very good job this season of treading water, even when he wasn't playing great, staying at the major league level, and now he's gotten to the other side where he's performing pretty well.
We talked yesterday. We called it a matter of trust and talked about the guys on this team that you trust. I want to take you to the bullpen. Right now, the hierarchy of relievers in this Phillies bullpen, as according to Tim Kelly.
It's Joan Duran, and then I'm not really sure after that. I mean, I trust Jonathan Bullen for the most part. He seems to have struggled against the Marlins, weirdly, but I trust Bullen. I trust Brooks Raley, even though he gave up a home run a couple nights ago. He came in last night and got the save. After that, I think there's a lot of questions. Like my number 4 reliever might be Tim Meza, and that kind of speaks to where I'm at on some of the other options in the bullpen.
Tim, always great talking with you. Am I going to see you in the neighborhood over the next couple of days?
Yeah, I think so. If you're in the neighborhood, I'll be here.
I'm around. Listen, I got my concert out of the way last night with Flo Rida.
Mm-hmm.
I know you got, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I asked Tim if he wants to go to Fetty Wap. You got any interest in Fetty Wap for tomorrow night?
I can't say I do, but I would have. If you got me like 10 years ago in college, I probably would have.
I'm going through an entire tour of nostalgia this week. He's actually calling it the Nostalgia Tour. Fetty Wap. Going to be at Stateside Live tomorrow.
Nice,
but this is nostalgia for me. Tim, always great catching up with you. We'll talk with you soon.
All right, see you.
Tim Kelly of On Patterson. Yeah, he's a neighbor of mine.
No.
Neighbor at Connors pretty soon, too.
Oh, how
and I got to be living way too close.
Oh, he's up in that area?
How about that?
I mean, I'm only moving 3 blocks, so I imagine that means he's a neighbor of mine now.
Yeah, yeah, good point. Are you done with the move?
No.
Okay.
The 29th.
Got you.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on.
Good question hunting. We didn't get one there.
We didn't get one. No, that was tough.
I thought I was going to get one.
Tim's not a big good question guy.
No.
Well, that's why I was.
Tim has the best question. I love Tim. Tim has the best questions.
See,
So our questions are not great.
This is the reason behind this game that we have invented here. Dare I say we invented something in sports talk radio history? I don't think you can.
No, you can't. Because even if we did invent it, someone else from like 3 decades ago is going to take credit for the fact that we actually did this bit before.
The big thing is this, and for those that don't know, we are keeping track monthly tabs of who gets, hey, man, that was a good question. Good question. Great question.
I should have texted Tim.
No, you can't cheat. Don't cheat, Ray.
Oh, because you're
not
going
a
to play
cheater.
above the books.
You're damn right I am.
All right.
What do I look like?
When we have Bernard on August 31st, I'm asking a lot of questions.
I swear to you, I would never do anything like that, all right? Come on, we're about trust here, boys.
It's the show you trust.
All right?
I guess.
So we're going to tab at the end of the month, and the Dominion's going to do it right for us. I promise that. And what we're going to do is have a running tab throughout the course of the month of who got good and great question. Great question is 2 points. Good question is 1.
Really good is still 1.
Yeah, and then
I got a really good yesterday.
We'll have a prize cooked up from Petroleum Company for the winner, and maybe we can donate something or whatever. Regardless, the big thing behind the game, boys, is because a good question benefits all of us. A great question does even more. So this isn't something like, hey, I just want to throw something out there, which I think a lot of interviews are like, keep it moving. This is actually, we got to think a little bit. What are you thinking, Caps? I want the guy that we're interviewing / girl to say, you know what, boys, that's a great question. And that's a win for all of us.
I want them to leave the interview like, wow, those guys got something cooking.
Those
they're smart.
Tell you what.
Oh, God. That Brace and Dunne, that's the thinking man show right there.
Well, we got another opportunity coming up 1 o'clock because Maury Hirsch-Gordon's going to join us.
That's right.
And talk some joy practice.
Fox up there in Boston. Maury, a local guy who I've known for a very long time. Does a great job up there, has been up there for quite a while. Was up in Connecticut and then made his move up to Boston. I've been covering the Patriots, Red Sox, all of them for a while. So look forward to getting his takeaways. He'll join us from Foxborough.
All right, quickly on this. Just give me 60 seconds. It looked like a lot of ladies in the house last night.
Mm-hmm.
Was there? Was there a lot of ladies at Citizens Bank Park last night?
Number of ladies.
Now, you guys got to remember this. You guys won't remember. I'm a little bit older. I'm the elder statesman.
Yeah.
From 07, 06, 07, 08, 09, 10. Those 4 years at Citizens Bank Park, legendary. Just, it was the place to be. Everybody, guys, girls, they went down there. They partied at McFadden's. There was no Xfinity Live. That was the place to be this summertime. Girls were unbelievable there. And if I'm lying, I'm dying.
Now, the parade is where I became a man. I can't speak about some of the things I saw on these airwaves right now.
Halloween?
Yes, when I was a freshman in high school, I learned some things that day.
There you go. Anyway, so last night, it looked like a little throwback.
Yeah, ladies at the ballpark. More on that coming up at 11:45. Ray's World coming up at 11:45. Debut of that segment. Because, yeah, there were some ladies at the ballpark. And I have a question of how wrong my friend was.
Every video, every picture I saw, it just looked like the girls were front row. I don't know if they changed.
They had Float Ride had like 6 different groups of women up there with him.
No, my point is so the game ends.
Game ends.
People don't have to stay. They can leave.
They can leave.
Now, people with tickets, can they come down?
They had them in. They were like kind of hurting the people that you have to stay. Obviously,
off the
don't
field.
you dare touch the grass.
Gotcha.
So I help you if you touch that beautiful grass. But they had them walking around.
That's great.
The warning track, and then
Dude, it looked awesome. I was jealous I wasn't there.
it was awesome. Like this is not a bit. Like it's not a like, oh wow, Flow Rider was incredible. Could you believe it? No, he actually was fantastic. The whole carrying the baby around, he's throwing Flow Rider money up in the air. He's coming into the stands. Like it was crazy. It was awesome. And then
People will come, Ray.
there was the random Pitbull songs where like he was like, all right, shout out to my man, Mr. 305. And it's like, all right, you guys.
That's my guy, Mr. Worldwide.
You would be a big Pitbull guy.
Well, I'm bald. You got to support the bald man.
You're DJ, dude.
Well, Pitbull's the man.
Yeah.
He's been doing it a long
There's
time.
no anti-Pitbull
All right.
here. You can't be pro-Flow Ride and anti-Pitbull.
That's true, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I really
true.
enjoyed the Flow Rider concert last night. You know
Pitbull.
what really bothered me? Pitbull.
Pitbull's a bridge too far. You're right. Yeah.
I said on the morning show today, because I jumped in like their last segment because they were talking about Flow Rider. I was just disappointed he didn't go back to low at the end. He played Vacation, his new song, at the end. You can't end with something new. You got to go back to low. He played low early. It was great. I kept anticipating him going back to low. It was bad because who I was with, I kept saying, I need to hear this song. I need to hear this song. He kept going to the next song. It was bad on me that I knew that many songs. Where I was like, dude, I don't realize how big of a Flow Rider fan you are.
How long did he play?
Over an hour.
That's crazy. I would have never thought that. Good. I'm glad that it paid off for everybody. That's a cool thing.
One thing we didn't ask Tim about from last night, or from Phillies World. Nestor Cortez, I don't know if you've seen this. It's being out there, floated out there. They might be signing him. And for those unfamiliar with Nestor Cortez's game, left-handed pitcher, bounced around, like had his best years with the Yankees.
Hell yeah.
Since then, it was
He was an all-star.
Brewers and the Padres. And I think the Red Sox had interest. That was a part of the reported thing, or there was interest with him.
Damn, I don't even remember him with the Brewers, and that was last year.
Yeah, there's a reason why. It didn't last very long.
Starts,
for him there. Sure.
Why not?
Take the dart throw. You know, this isn't like your. I guess kind of your Walker Buehler dart throw, but not really your Walker Buehler dart throw because Walker Buehler was bad, and you were just like, all right, he's pitched this year. Maybe you can figure it out. Cortez is like, all right, coming off arm surgery, he's got to land somewhere. Why not try it? I'm not against it. It's just, I don't know necessarily if I'm throwing him there August 19th expecting to be any sort of factor for you beyond, like, we need to get outs before the end of September.
Nestor Cortez or Alan Ronhell?
That's what I mean. Like,
that's the only question that needs to be asked.
You need to get outs between now and the end of September.
There are plenty to get. 27 a day.
That's what I mean. Yeah. If he ends up recording 10 of them this season, congrats.
Yeah, I co-sign exactly that. Quickly on this, 30 seconds around the world of Major League Baseball. Last night, did you see Fernando Tatis up there at Citi Field? Whoa. If you didn't, check it out. He robbed the Grand Slam. It was unbelievable. Also, he had 2 home runs in a game. They took down the Mets.
Tatis back?
We were going to hear it in News at Noon. But yes, he is, I imagine, which is not good for the Phillies. We'll update it.
Is it
Yeah.
really on the news at noon?
Yeah.
Anyway, the show sheet now doesn't have the news at noon on there, so we gotta.
I'm expected to be in Connor's head.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to read his mind.
Haven't we talked about this?
Uh-huh.
Me and your wife.
And finally, we had history again last night. He said him and my wife.
Yeah.
Meaning supposed to be in his mind. Anyways. Brew Crew, 22-0. They beat the Mariners. The last time there was a larger shutout was on June 28th, 1887, when those Philadelphia Quakers defeated the Indianapolis Hoosiers 24-0. How about that?
How about that? Probably the first time I've heard the Phillies on the right side of one of those.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like this thing that happened back in the late 1800s or early 1900s in baseball, and it's always like the Phillies got smoked. The Phillies were on the unfortunate end. This pitcher allowed 6 home runs.
It matched the largest shutout win since the start of the 1888 campaign from the great Sarah Langs. Hopefully that's not in the news at noon.
We are down to one story now in News at Noon. Both of them right off the board there in about a 5-minute period.
Ding, ding, ding. All right.
Does Connor listen to podcasts? Because I'm getting the sense that he doesn't.
Oh, because I listened to all those podcasts that we had clips from.
I listen to the podcast.
Are you a podcast consumer, Connor?
Yeah.
You're a clips consumer. That's what he's more
That's
asking.
what we need.
See, the algorithm isn't really like clips
Oh, my algorithm is all clips.
because they come out after the morning show. So that's always been like next day stuff. I'll see it when I see it. Now I got to get into it.
Did you have the Quakers tidbit in yours? News
I
at
did
noon?
not. There was something else
All
that
right,
happened.
there you go. All right, well, we'll hear more about it at the News at Noon. It just might be an abbreviated News at Noon today. Big update from up there in Foxborough. Andrew DeCecco tweeting out that Andre Sam picked off Tommy DeVito on a Keyshawn booty deflection.
Oh, cutlets.
Tommy.
Still in the league,
Yep.
man. That's unbelievable.
We're going to give you the latest from up there in Foxborough. Plus, I saw we got the voice memos. The A.J. Brown intrigue. Where is it for you this season? And can we all just be honest that the joint practice, while it should be about playing a Super Bowl participant, it's about revenge. And it's okay to acknowledge your spiteful existence. This is Brace and Dunne, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
The offense stays hot. I'm Connor Thomas. The Phillies won their 5th straight last night. This update is brought to you by Taco Bell. Experience the new $3 pepper jack steak burrito and decadent melty or crispy fresca. Limited time at participating stores while supplies last. Prices vary. Tax extra. Bryson Stott and Alec Boehm leading the way in a 6-4 victory over the Marlins. They each had 2 RBIs and some great defensive plays. Zach Wheeler went 5 innings 2 earned. Brooks Raley earned his first save as a Philly, shutting things down in the 9th. Even though Wheeler didn't have his best night, Don Mattingly was still showing faith in him after the game. And the Phillies should have some faith back after winning those 5 straight games. They go for the sweep today against the Marlins, a 6:05 p.m. Game 3. Aaron Nola on the mound against Sandy Alcantara. The Eagles start joint practice with the Patriots today up in New England. Obviously, there's sure to be some fireworks as they're currently practicing against A.J. Brown and the Patriots. A lot of news coming out on that. We'll keep you updated. And the Union take on Inter Miami tonight at 7:30. You can hear that game live here on 97.5 The Fanatic. We're going to talk to Maury Hirsch-Gordon of 7 News in Boston, live from up there at Foxborough on joint practice at 1 o'clock. This update's also brought to you by Mattress Firm. Sleep falling short? Visit Mattress Firm today. Their sleep experts will find you the right bed at an unbeatable price during the best sale of the year. They make sleep easy. I'm Connor Thomas for the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
on 97.5 The Fanatic. He's Sean Brace. I'm Ray Dunn. Connor Thomas producing the program. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. Day 3. Still on the air. Microphone still works. Knowing that Cashmere is going to be returned, though, I almost go back to the Chase Utley number 26 answer he had, where it's like, good luck.
Yep.
When Cashmere plays, it almost feels like there's pressure on us to have a really good segment. Because I associate Cashmere with so many good memories that, like, if I have a segment after the Cashmere return where it's like, wow, probably could have done better, it's like I'm letting Chase Utley down.
I like that you're feeling that way.
I feel that way when I hear that.
Good.
Yeah, Dreams and Nightmares plays a lot. That's more of a city song. Like, that's kind of like everyone's taking it. This is just one individual.
Right.
It almost feels Jaden Daniels-esque.
I think that one's in the rotator as well. You're going to hear something.
It is. That's what I mean. But every time we hear Cashmere, just know out there that in my head, I'm going through a lot of pressure. Where it's like, we need to have a stellar segment. We can't waste 2 minutes talking about my feelings. We need to get into the sports.
Damn
We
right.
just wasted 2 minutes talking about my feelings. So let's get into the sports.
Ray Dunn, you are the man.
Oh, no one's ever said that. And no one probably ever will. A.J. Brown, certainly not the man. We got more updates out of camp. And we're going to get to the Davis Honda text line, the voice memos in just a moment at 610-632-0975. Because I asked you, can we all just be honest with ourselves on this one about following along with A.J. Brown this year? 63% of people answered the morning show poll yesterday saying they're not checking at all about A.J. Brown. And I don't believe that for a second. And eventually I was able to drag out of Sean Brace that his excitement for these 2 days, the reason why he's in a Jalen Hurts jersey today, the reason why he's got the Club Hurts board behind him, is not because he's actually looking for the test of a Super Bowl defense. No. Not so fast, my friend. He is looking for a little bit of the revenge factor on A.J. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And A.J. Brown's good buddy with a big play. Remember him and Elijah Moore? Remember that whole storyline? They signed Elijah Moore because they want to smooth things over with A.J. Brown. That didn't happen, but Elijah Moore apparently had a beautiful catch on a deep corner from Jalen Hurts. The latest from Jeff McClain, a great start for the Eagles starting offense versus the Patriots' top defense. A lot of holes for Saquon Barkley and the running backs to run through, some wrinkles schematically we haven't seen. And then ground success set up a bomb from Jalen Hurts to Elijah Moore on a deep corner. Great pitch and catch.
That's what I'm talking about. Those are the updates we want to see. We want more of those. That's great. Elijah Moore, zero expectations for me. Can't say the same for Howie Roseman and company, but guy that's been around the block for a little bit, came in the league in 2021, played with the Jets, the Browns, Buffalo Bills, Denver. So it's never a good thing that when you've been in the league for 5 years and played for 4 teams, now 6 years, 5 teams. But a lot with the conversation from yesterday where I was questioning Hollywood Brown and what are his expectations for this team? We just don't know right now. Like, I'm not here to tell you that Hollywood Brown's going to be the 4th wide receiver. I'm not here to tell you Elijah Moore is not going to make the team. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. That's the beauty about what's happening down there at practice, is that we have zero input from behind the scenes other than what the beat reporters are able to catch. And then some of the ins and outs that, slip out as far as through contacts, through people that are actually in the know. But other than that, we're going to learn a lot over these next few weeks. That's why it's an exciting time with the Eagles.
Wide receiver room, Smith, Lemon, Wicks. You think this camp for Cooper keeps Cooper involved?
Yeah, he won't clear waivers. He's got to be on the team.
Okay, so he's got to be on the team. That puts 4. Hollywood Brown or Elijah Moore?
Hollywood Brown's making $5 million.
He's going to be there.
Big
He's going to be there, yeah.
Moore and Johnny Wilson didn't play in the first preseason game, but you remember, if you ever listen to Sirianni presser, man loves him some Johnny Wilson.
I like some Johnny Wilson.
Practice squad? I don't know, eligibility-wise, if that ends up
he
there,
would probably get through waivers.
Yeah. All right. So let's just look at the wide receiver room.
Yeah, you have to play some special teams. Who's got that as far as on their
Who's got
resume?
that in the bag? I don't know.
Don't know. But
Darius Cooper, come on down, baby.
Yeah. You better.
That play he made earlier today, again, practice, not going too crazy here, but, man, that was quick, fleet-footed. He was in the in out or out of his break. And there's been, look, as far as the hype, every year there's always hype about one player.
Right.
Most of the time it is a wide receiver, too. Mm-hmm. But tell me that his name isn't making the most noise right now. Am I missing somebody? Who else is making the most noise at camp?
Willie Lampkin's been making a little bit.
That's a good call.
Wicks.
Wicks is too, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Has he really? I feel like I haven't heard as much about him.
He was an early hype. I think he was like before the Cooper thing took off. Wicks got the first 2 weeks, and then Darius Cooper's had the last 2 weeks.
You know what it is? Wicks was probably good early, and then they see Devontae Hammy, Mekhi Lemon Hammy, and they're like, Dotavian, get the hell off the field. We need somebody, all right?
Markel Bell, too.
Oh yeah,
Another good
Markel
one.
Bell.
Big dude.
Lane loves him. That's a really great endorsement to have. Lane Johnson loves you. Sign me up.
Let's go.
All right, let's get to the Davis Honda text line at 610-632-0975 because we got a couple of voice memos coming in on our earlier conversation. A nice animated back and forth on the role of A.J. Brown and people's interest in today's practice. What do we got?
All right, here we go.
Hey, guys, happy day 3. Look how revered T.O. is here, and he never even won anything. He also fist fought a teammate. A.J. left for reasons that we don't know why. I mean, he acted kind of like a diva, but we don't know what caused the friction back there. And at the end of the day, the guy played out of his mind and helped us win a Super Bowl. Didn't like how it ended, but like Sean said, goodbye, A.J. Thanks for everything. Definitely will not hate Watts. No reason to hate on the guy.
No reason to hate on the guy.
Except for today and tomorrow and Saturday.
And you will week 1.
If we're
You're telling me let's make the pledge right now. We'll make the pledge as a program. We won't be the ones that hate watch. You're telling me A.J. Brown drop, A.J. Brown soundbite, anything that comes out of New England that could be negative for A.J. Brown, we're not going to play it here on the air and at all have fun with it.
Nope. I'm not promising that.
No, I can't.
Exactly.
I
That's
can't.
all I'm saying to people.
Especially because guess what? They are the first game on the docket. Oh, yeah. That is right. Wednesday night football coming to a television near you. Patriots and Seahawks. Rossini questions in the pregame. Will Pat McAfee be on that show? I know it's on NBC. I don't know. He might be.
He could be. At this point, I'm shocked our television right now doesn't have Pat McAfee on it. Is Pat McAfee available? Is he? What's he doing right now?
Unbelievable.
He's on every show. They cloned the guy. I'm convinced.
Yeah. Schefter today with breaking news. Breaking news. Pat McAfee's going to be on your television more. Whoa! No! Oh! What an upset. I didn't think ESPN would have any more McAfee. No, next thing you're going to tell me that Stephen A's doing more? Stephen A's got another podcast?
I'll tell you what, man. John Marks was so excited to hear that news. Did you hear?
Oh, my God. You know who was even more excited? Schefter himself. Oh, Monday Night Countdown for Pat McAfee. Sounded like someone had told him his seat was just thrown off the panel. Like, what?
Patriots,
Whatever.
Seahawks to open the season. Yes, I will have a little hate in my blood
Yes,
for
you will.
A.J. Brown.
That's okay.
No, that's perfectly fine. You're right about that.
Again, you eventually will get to the point where we're talking about T.O., where T.O. joins us, and it's like, man, what a fun year 2004 was. Like, we'll get to the point where what a fun 4 years A.J. Brown was. All of you say you don't care. I think you're lying to yourselves. You will care. Eventually, it's okay to get past that. You'll look back fondly on it. But right now, you got a little spike going.
I think that's okay. Like, I care. It's more of an object permanence thing. If he's directly in front of me, I'm mad at him. If he's not directly in my line of sight, it's whatever.
Yeah, but you'll see it. You'll see what he's doing. You're going to keep up with it. I can guarantee, not just because it's your job, not just because it's our job, but we're all going to keep up with it.
They said I was a diva.
All right, we got another memo on A.J. Brown I want to get to coming up at 610-632-0975. I just think people that say they're not going to care are lying to themselves.
Is that joint practice already over?
I think they're still rolling.
I got Vic Fangio transcript coming to my inbox.
No, he talked before, 9:55.
Oh, okay, okay.
And at 12 o'clock, beginning at 12 o'clock hour, we're going to give you an update following news at noon from that Fangio presser. So good segue there. We'll get to that after news at noon. But up next, we're debuting Ray's World, which is a segment that lasted maybe like 2 days back. It was Andrew Salciunas and Jamie Lynch in for Anthony back in the day. While he was in Italy. And we did the segment, I think it was actually more than 2 days, but it was a couple days.
Did you ever see the movie Wayne's World?
That's what it was based off of.
Nice.
Yeah. From my world, I need you guys to tell me just how in the wrong my friend was. Because he was in the wrong last night, for sure, after the Phillies game. Tried to put me in some real hot water. This is the first we're venturing into my dating life
Ray's World
on this program. And we're going to go after one of my friends. We'll keep names out of it.
Party time.
But that's coming up next. I want you to tell me how in the wrong this guy was.
Excellent.
He's Brace. I'm Dunne. This is Brace and Dunne, 97.5 The Fanatic. And I want to tell you about down there in South Philadelphia. Of course, saw the big win last night. Had a great time with Flo Rida afterwards. And place you want to go, maybe before you get down there, you're feeling a little bit lucky, or if you just want to grab a bite to eat, that's Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. When it comes to catching the game, there is no better place to be. Immerse yourself in the center of the action with game day bites at Sports and Social. I've told you about 1,000 times about that burger down there. It is just fantastic. 360 views at Center Bar, the FanDuel Sportsbook, wall-to-wall screens, electric watch party energy, and more. They're cooking up some things for this football season that you're going to want to be a part of down there. You get maybe go tailgating in. Maybe instead of not going in for the game, looking at September 13th, going to Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. It's game day gone live. Make it a total experience with over 2,000 of Philly's hottest slots, over 130 table games, and a live poker room. Hungry? Experience a new era of flavor at Luck Food by Jet Tila, featuring a fresh East meets West menu curated by the Iron Chef himself. And your Philly favorites are back at the all-new 10th Street Market, featuring an expanded menu at Lorenzo and Sons Pizza, the iconic flavors at Termini Brothers Bakery, and Gino's Steaks. Plus, unwind at the brand-new Library Bar with handcrafted cocktails and bites, only Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Visit livecasinophilly.com for details. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Jason. Done. 97.5, the Fanatic, 15 minutes time. News at noon with Connor Thomas or whatever's left of it. Connor, I want to hit the scoreboard real quick.
Okay.
What's the update from up there? What are we looking at with the Birds?
I'm seeing 7-3, the Eagles with a slim lead here at the end of the first quarter.
Play the fight song.
Oh, do we need to?
I think we do. This might be the first time. Yep. Yeah, hit me. Hit me if you got it, baby.
I got to figure out where in the world it is. Ray has no colors on this board.
Yeah,
Are you colorblind, Ray?
No, I just know where my stuff is.
All right.
That's why I don't have any colors on
We'll
it.
find it. I know where it is on the old one.
They turned the breaking, and we're talking about the drop board right now, because if you're producing in there, the drop board to your right, you got all these different buttons you can hit. You hear them all the time. You
don't know basketball.
But there's only one on my board that's red, and it's the breaking news one, and it's the one I could ever find because I don't color it. Yeah. I just know I have I put that at the top right. It's a spatial thing.
How can you not see the one red key in the sea of blue keys?
Because I'm not looking for a red key. I'm looking for a key. That's all I'm looking for.
Oh, my God.
See,
I found this because it was green on my other board.
They said I was a diva.
Fight, Eagles, fight. Score.
So much good.
1, 2, 3. Hit 'em. Hit 'em. And watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. Everybody! E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! It is now 7-2 up there at Patriots Complex. Eagles are on top.
So the safety?
No, I can't.
No, but seriously, looks like the receivers are doing well. That's the one thing that we keep getting the posts. Darius Cooper cooking someone, Dontavian Wicks cooking someone. Who else do we have up there? Devontae Smith out and about.
Welcome back.
Hey, great.
He's taking on Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah, good. That's good. The offense looks good. That's good.
As we sit here right now, just watching everything, okay. It's a practice. It's a little glorified. Right. It's raised up, no doubt. But at the end of the day, it's practice. It's one-on-ones. Hopefully, I honestly want to see them play a little bit more on Saturday. I don't know what Sirianni is going to do. I would like to see that with the standpoint of the reality of Sean Mannion, everything new, fresh.
Bank it. We're doing it on Friday. Play the starters, Sean Brace.
How do you not think like that,
Sean?
How?
I got to save you from yourself.
No.
They had a new OC last year. They had a new OC the year before. They had a new OC the year before that. How's it different?
Because we've already covered that. Why it's different. Everything is different about this offense. So much more is under center than ever before. Let's just start there. Talking about everything pre-snap. All of that got to be in the right place. How important it was for everybody to get to the line of scrimmage. The littlest things. You're not going to play him in week 3. This is real.
This
is real.
You're not going to play him in week 2. They're never going to play him unless you have a direct line to Nick Sirianni. He picks up the hotline, the red phone in his office. And he's like, Sean Brace.
Does Sean Mannion have a say in it?
No, probably not.
This is a Howie Roseman deal?
I'd say Nick.
Yeah, it has to be Nick because I think Vic Fangio was able to overrule it a season or two ago with some of the guys. But ultimately, yeah, this feels like a Nick thing. It's his approach. No, we'll get into it. We'll dive into it more. Put a pin in that because if you feel that way, we'll dive into it a little bit more.
All right.
I want to give you, we promised Ray's World.
Yeah.
And I want you to assess this for me. Because I went to the game last night.
Can I do the open real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Ray's World, party time, excellent. There you go.
All right, fantastic. Yep. Maybe we'll get it made. Or we'll just have you do that every time if this segment survives beyond today.
I was a huge Wayne's World fan. I saw it in the movie theater.
Really?
I think I saw Wayne's World 2 in the movie theater. Not good. Still, 1, excellent.
All right. How foul was my friend on this?
All right.
Last night, went to the game with a woman. Let's call her Allie.
Hi, Allie.
So I went to the game with Allie. Walking out of the game.
Did she have boots with the fur?
No, did not have boots with the fur.
Did she get low? Sorry. I'm sorry.
You throw me off here, Brace. I'm trying to tell a story.
Sorry, go ahead.
Went to the game last night. We'll call the girl Allie. We ran into my friend Dan on the way out. Walking my way out. Dan. This is Allie. This is Dan.
So you went to the game with Allie?
Correct.
Oh, this is a date?
Correct. Yes, that's what the whole I'm going to get into my dating life thing leading into the segment.
I totally stepped on this. I'm sorry. Carry on.
All right. So We're at the game, walking out, right into my friend Dan. Allie, Dan, Allie. Two of them have the conversation. End of the conversation. Dan goes, oh, Jones, right? As in the last name of another girl, Allie, that I had gone out with about a year ago.
Oh, no.
That is not Allie Jones that I was with. I was with another Allie.
What's Dan bringing up last names for?
Why is he bringing that up at the end of the conversation? If you're not 100% sure it's the right girl, why would you
Dan.
mention, oh, yeah, this girl's named Allie. He went out with an Allie before. It must be the same one. You've met the other one. You know it's not the other one. Now I got to answer questions about, what, you got a thing for Allies? What? Does this Allie have the same hair that I have? Why would he think that you're out with that Allie? You have a wonderful night. The night begins getting a drink before the game.
Oh.
You're out there for the game.
Oh.
You do the hour flow ride, a post-game concert. You're getting close to midnight.
Great
and I got to
seats.
answer. Yeah. A man splurged on the seats a little bit.
Look at you.
How foul is my friend for that? Why would you ever check in with the last name? Just enjoy the conversation. As we're leaving, right?
Yeah, I guess the first thing I would say is that was there jealousy involved, or was this just a matter of
The man's a very happily in
fart.
his. It's a brain fart. Knowing him, it's a brain fart.
Yeah,
it's a horrible brain
That's
fart.
a tough one. That's a tough one to pin down. But needless to say, yeah, dude, keep the main thing the main thing. We got one in front of us. Let's just focus right here, right now. What's up, Allie?
Have you ever considered at the end of a conversation being like, oh, checking for a last name?
No.
Or checking in on who it is?
No.
Even if you're not sure, would you ever in a million years say that to him?
I'm lucky if I remember the first name.
I'm with you. I was just going to say.
Yep.
You just say, hey, have yourselves, like, see ya. Good meeting you.
Yeah, great to meet you. Hopefully see you around. Good luck, Ray.
No, you don't even do hopefully see you around. It's
No, yeah, you're right.
It's great to meet you. You guys have a good night.
Less
That's
is
it.
more, Connor. Less is more.
My life is enough for me. I don't need involvement in everybody else's.
How do you screw that up? I'm just asking. Like, why in the world? I'm not the first guy that's ever gone on a date with two girls that have the same name. Like,
Same time?
not the same time.
Oh, okay.
No. Only one Allie last night.
Hey, now.
But how do you mess that one up? I would never. Like, I've seen you out and about before, Connor. I'm not going to get in your business, but I've seen you out and about. Like, I would never be like, oh, you're so-and-so. If I wasn't 100% sure, you don't take that shot. You never take that shot.
No. A lot of Alleys. It's a popular name.
That's why I went with Allie's, the Allie's here.
Oh. Nice work by you, Ray.
Yeah, I'm not causing any problems in my world.
I didn't sniff that one out.
Welcome into Ray's world,
There
except
you
we're going to
go.
keep you in the part of the world I want you.
Ray's World. Ray's World. Party time. Excellent.
How poor is the form of my friend there? And does anyone have a more egregious story than that? Because I'm sure there is. I want to hear the more egregious story at 610-632-0975. That's a fun Davis Honda text line, maybe a voice memo for us. Just make sure you listen to that entire voice memo when we get it. Coming up, we got the news at noon. We'll dive back into what's going on up there at joint practice and the update from Vic Fangio on this defense. He's Sean Brace. I'm Ray Dunne. This is Brace and Dunne, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Bowman stock come up big. I'm Connor Thomas, and this update is brought to you by Morgan Stern Medical. Losing your hair and wish you could do something about it? Call the trusted team at Morgan Stern Medical, because where you go matters. Call 610-830-HAIR. The Phillies won their fifth straight last night, taking down the Marlins 6-4. Another comeback effort by them, and Bryson Stott and Alec Boehm came up huge. 2 RBI nights for each of them, along with some great defensive plays. Zach Wheeler went 5 innings, 2 earned. Brooke Raley earned his first save as a Philly, shutting things down in the ninth. They got things rolling right now as we hit the mid part of August, and they'll look for the opportunity to take all 3 games in the series tonight at 6:05 when they start Game 3 against the Marlins. Aaron Nola faces Sandy Alcantara. The Eagles are doing joint practice with the Patriots right now up in New England. There's sure to be some fireworks seeing A.J. Brown for the first time since the trade. We will continue to keep you updated. Adam Schefter joined Marks and Salciunas this morning and talked about the importance of joint practices.
You know, when you're going up against your own team in training camp every day, people get tired of hitting each other and going up against the same guys. This is a different kind of activity, and it's worked out well. It's really almost replaced these preseason games
And the Union take on Inter Miami tonight at 7:30. You can hear that game live here on 97.5 The Fanatic. This update's also brought to you by Audible. Audible makes traffic less of an annoyance and more of an opportunity for another chapter. Audible, stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com. I'm Connor Thomas for the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Feeling my pain on that one. That's like, it's not even bad wingman work. I didn't even ask you to be a wingman. I just asked you to be a normal person for 5 minutes. Be able to have a conversation.
Yeah, that's one of those deals because you know of friends and you have plenty of people that you have, been in touch with in life, passing by, mutual friends, so on and so forth, that just don't really connect the dots.
Yeah.
Aren't that next step type of people,
Which
right?
I could expect out of that friend.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, it's clear. That's obvious.
I just thought I could trust for 5 minutes,
No, because you just, especially this day and age, you just don't know. But, yeah, that's one of those deals. How did she take it? Was she okay?
I had a couple of questions.
Oh. All right. Well, now I got to ask this because, how long has this been going on? How dare she ask questions?
No. Totally fair to ask questions.
No, I disagree.
I think it's fair to ask questions.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, how many dates?
This is the first time it's just been the two of us out.
How many times have you hung up?
Twice.
I don't know. I think that's a little early, man.
Yeah, but you're not going to see the soda counter at the shop down. This ain't the 70s where nobody knows anyone's business.
Well, then do your due diligence and check my Instagram and all that nonsense, which I know you're going to do.
I'm not posting a girl on my Instagram. I'm not that dumb.
But I'm saying she can do whatever research she wants. But come on, man, asking me questions about previous relationships.
But it wasn't. She didn't prompt the question. He forced the question by asking about, is this so and so? As if I am involved with so-and-so.
Yeah, you're telling me, Sean, you're going out with a girl for, the first time solo. It's just the two of you. and one of her girlfriends comes up and asks if, oh, is this Sean, different last name? You wouldn't have a follow-up to that? You would have a follow-up to that.
You have a follow-up to that. You have to. He prompted the questioning. That's the issue with this.
Yeah, all right.
He's in the wrong.
I'd poke a little fun at it. Sure, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Right, and she did.
Still, how dare she ask questions?
It was a good banter. It was a good. Listen, if you knew some of my history, I can handle the grilling. I'm more than okay. I'm more okay on my feet.
Is that how it went? How Connor just explained? Like, oh, is this Allie Jones?
Yeah.
That's how it went.
It was, no, the conversation is Jones, right? As if, like, oh, yeah, I've heard about you. He's met the other one. We went out, it was like a year ago, a couple times.
All right.
Hey, Ray.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, listen.
You got the world by the you-know-what.
It was a year ago. I'm not exactly bragging about the fact that a year ago there was another girl by the same name. I'm just saying.
It's great to be Ray Dunne.
Ridiculous.
Ray Dunne, you are the man. That's a terrible Harry.
That was tough. Who was that? Jerry Hallis?
Hit up John. I need John to give me one.
I hope John's listening because he's going to be he's holding out.
Let me work on it. Hang on.
All right.
Because he's the one that worked on it, too. I need a little refresher here. Ray Dunne, you are the man.
Much better.
Better? Okay.
All right. We'll go with it. You can work on it while Connor does the news at noon.
This city needs its news.
Now, it's time for
I'd like to be remembered as a good newsman.
the news at noon.
That's the coolest big story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane.
With Connor Thomas?
This is an incredible news at noon. I can't believe that you guys haven't seen these yet, but this is going to be some groundbreaking stuff we get into. You'll never believe the final score of the Milwaukee Brewers game with the Seattle Mariners. It was a blowout, the likes of which we haven't seen. I don't have the numbers on how many years it's been, but probably since like some Quakers team or something. 22-0. The Mariners lose to the Brewers, but it was even worse than the scoreboard says. They're down 19-0. And they could have been in a much better situation unless Julio Rodriguez makes a play and decides to give a souvenir when the outs are not correct. Take a listen to the TV broadcast.
Shutout margin of victory is 20-0. As Yelich flies out for the second out, and there is run. Oh, number 20, but
he threw it out.
He did.
He threw it
into the bullpen. He thought it was the last out.
Not a home run. No, it's an out. But then
Two bases from the field.
for both of the runners.
I couldn't figure out where the ball was.
Yeah, he thought it was 3 outs.
Phils will see the Mariners in just a couple weeks. Julio Rodriguez hopefully will learn how to count to 3 by that point. You're down now 19-0. Does he get yelled at back in the dugout? Or is it just like this game's a wash anyway?
Yeah, I feel like that's a little talk. Like, hey, man, you're Julio Rodriguez.
Yep.
Like, we need you to be a little bit locked in here. You know, I get it. We're getting watched here, but, like, I don't want to have to answer questions about whether or not you're paying attention during the game.
I think that is the third time I've seen that happen this year at a major league level.
They just don't have the attention span anymore.
Which is unbelievable.
Yeah. It's a TikTok brain, man. None of us know what happened 15 seconds ago.
Hey, they're trying to get souvenirs to the kids. I like where your head's
That's
at.
a nice spin there.
Yeah,
nice
that's
spin.
how I'd spin it if I was getting yelled at for it. Actually, counting, though, not
I think
my
I
strong
would be
suit.
honest. If I had to stand up there and be Julio Rodriguez afterwards, we're down 19-0, man. That's a lapse by me. Won't happen again. I'm sorry, guys.
August.
Yeah.
You wonder why the Brewers' run differential is where it is. We'll move on to this. Another big moment in Major League Baseball last night. This was crazy. I know you guys haven't seen this one yet. Fernando Tatis Jr. of New York had an amazing night.
Remember, the audience changes every 15 minutes.
That's true.
Yes, it does. Sean Brace told you about it about an hour ago, but we did not have the audio yet. This is the home run robbery to go along with the 2 home runs he hit himself.
Fly ball to right field. To the corner goes Fernando. At the wall, he leaps at Fernando! Yeah! Makes the grab!
Play of the year.
Fernando up into the air, brings it down!
Pimped it, everything, stood there, stared, took your time. He did everything you're supposed to do. I'm conflicted, though, because it was against the Mets, which you got to love that.
Right.
Padres might be a problem.
Yeah, Padres are grooving at the right time. A little early, but still, they're grooving in the right direction. But he is. I love Fernando Tatis Jr. I do. I know he got caught. You know.
Oh, they love him out there. Like, he is a fan favorite out. Say, well, I don't know. how this season started, maybe that's changed a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm sure if we were in radio out there, I'm sure the radio perspective on is different. But the Tatis chance when I was out there in 24, when I was out there this year.
Yeah, he's just incredible. He's got serious power, 5-tool player. Guy, if he keeps his head on straight, is a Hall of Famer. Absolutely.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Look,
Hall of Famer?
I don't know if I'm going that far.
Give me another 10 seasons of Fernando Tatis Jr. at the highest level. I think he's got Hall of Fame caliber skills.
He went like 3 months without hitting a homer this year.
Yeah, he did do that. That's right. But still, you see what he's capable of. 2 home runs in that game. To go out there and rob a grand slam like that. Just want to go on the aura of what you said, or you said the
Aura
pimp.
Hall of Fame for sure.
The pimp. Yeah,
Him and Jazz Chisholm, first ballot. I don't think they're going to see Cooperstown anytime soon.
Jazz almost punched an umpire last night. But
was that the third story?
That was not the third story.
Tatis, when he grabbed that home run, comes off, and like he just pulled his head back to the dreads, and the hat flies up. I mean, it literally was Field of Dreams, right? It really was Field of Dreams.
People will come, right?
Yeah, they will come. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
We'll round out with this. This is football. This is actually one that we haven't talked about yet because it's on German TV was where this interview was given. I only saw the quote. I'm speaking a little bit of German thanks to Duolingo, but it's not enough to understand.
Is that what you're doing on Duolingo?
Yeah.
German. Gotcha. Oktoberfest, is that what you're planning on going to? Is that like what?
Yeah, and I have family friends. My mom and dad lived over there. My dad was stationed there when he was in the Air Force, so we have family friends who are German. So
I knew you were trying to go bilingual. I didn't know it was German.
I know Spanish a little bit already, but that's a story for another time. This is international news that's very important.
Wait,
Roger Goodell.
What about Dua Lipa here? What's going on?
Duolingo.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Sorry. No, that's just your algorithm.
Yeah,
you don't have to keep scrolling. But
big fan.
I believe we all are. Are you a big fan of this from Roger Goodell, talking about the future of the NFL internationally? We haven't had this conversation as a show yet. He was quoted on Germany's RTL-NTV.
I was just watching it yesterday.
At some point, there will be NFL teams outside the U.S. I have no doubt that this will happen one day. How do we feel about it?
I mean, it's going to happen. Like, I feel like, remember when we were talking about the AJ trade and I was like, I'm the protester that's up against the building before they end up bulldozing it? Like, this is kind of where I would be at with this, where it's like, oh, yeah, that's ridiculous. The travel, I could try and fight it all I want. I'm just interested to see, the way it ends up building out. Like, one, the talent level to put more than 32 teams out there would be concerning because I don't think you have enough starting quarterbacks as it is with a 32-team NFL. So if we're expanding here, that's already like the watered-down talent will be something for me. Are you going to turn it into a soccer-esque European-type promotion relegation thing?
I would love it. The day that the Dallas Cowboys get relegated would be better than the Super Bowl.
You got a better chance of Jesus himself sitting down and grabbing Mike 3 of any relegation ever coming into the world of the NFL because, again, the owners control all.
Right. So are we going to a 48-team NFL?
No, what we're doing is 32, and it's going to be London and Mexico City. That's just pretty easy. I think that's the slam dunk.
So if you play, what is my incentive to sign with London?
Well, you're right.
Good tea.
Yeah.
You'll have to. It's going to be something that's going to be negotiated as far as collective bargaining, so teams will have to sign off on it. Oh, by the way, more money for the players, bigger slice of the pie, yada, yada, yada.
You spend a month stateside and spend a month in London?
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not the worst flight ever, right? You hear them talk about it. They're able to maneuver the schedule to the point of, you're over there for 2-3 weeks, come back. It's been something that's been discussed forever. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
These owners only think about one thing, and only it's money. So here we are. I just think Mexico City, London, bank it.
Yeah, the London Jaguars, the Mexico City Cardinals. Let's rock.
There you go.
Is there a world where we get to 40 and the other 8 are all expansion international teams, 5 divisions, 8 teams make the postseason?
No, I think 32 is the next step. I also think that you have other leagues that are getting better, like China. France has a league. My guy Yogi Roth is involved with over there. You're seeing it pop up in different parts of the globe. I'm not here to tell you that that's going to infiltrate its way into the conversation of NFL, but I think it could be a feeder system to a point. I don't know. Again, the only thing I do know is money. The
I don't
owners know one thing and one thing only. It's about money. So if they could put more money in their back pocket, global money, then they're going to sign up for it. That's why we're playing the 49ers and Rams in Australia. That's why the Eagles went to Brazil. That's why this is all happening. It's about one thing, guys. Money. You guys know that.
I got that. I'm not telling you that's not going to happen. I'm just trying to think logistically because I think them taking themselves out of markets in America.
Oh, like who? Where? St. Louis? We going to do that again?
No, he's saying taking teams that are currently in markets.
Gotcha. I was just saying adding here in the States.
I'm perfectly fine with, sorry to the St. Louis's of the world. Sorry to
Oakland.
Yeah.
You want to put
Unfortunately, Oakland.
team up in Montana? Like, no, I'm good.
Bozeman? Listen, man, I could go for a Bozeman trip.
Yeah, could you go for a Bozeman trip in January?
No.
Okay.
It's not my job to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough place to play.
Yeah.
I like it. I wouldn't want the Eagles to have to go to Bozeman.
I was happy about Chicago in September. You know, I was happy about that with the schedule. I'll go to Bozeman when they play them in September. The Bozeman Bison, I'm in. Sign me up.
I did see the new stadium being built for the franchise. Are they the A's? I don't know. The Las Vegas A's? Are they going to stay with that?
They're staying with the A's.
All right, so they started construction pretty far along, too, as well. Nice arches. I mean, it's state-of-the-art out there in Vegas, which is crazy because, big bad Las Vegas for years. You can't do anything in Vegas. I mean, Tony Romo couldn't even host a fantasy football league convention in Vegas. Couldn't step foot in there. Now all of a sudden we have a ladies basketball team. We're gonna have a NFL franchise. We're gonna have an MLB MLB franchise. There is LeBron James going to be the owner of said basketball franchise there? Probably.
Who knows? I don't know.
Big bad Las Vegas.
I don't know.
And sure enough, Tony Romo's in trouble some other way.
LeBron's going to be playing here for the next 6 years. Rich Paul already said that.
Yeah, that's right. We're up to 6 years now for that. So two half-baked thoughts off of that, because I actually saw that, and I was going to put that on the sheet today, and what a world that would have been if I had just, because it was one of those things, you know how my brain works, if, we came back from break, and I was like, what I saw, we could have gone 3 for 3 and still in the news at noon. The Eagles, chances they are in a division with an international team at some point. Feels like
pretty low.
Non-zero.
I think it's low.
Eagles in a division with a national team. Unless a team goes to Toronto, I don't see it.
Toronto? London needs to be someone on the East Coast.
Yeah, that'll be an AFC South. That'll be the
South?
The Jaguars are the London team. They're going to be the London team.
Do they not reorganize there? You sending the Titans and the Colts all the way past the East Coast?
Perfect. Who cares?
That you don't care because you're an Eagles fan.
Okay, so Titans fans are going to lead a revolt against the NFL?
NFL owners who will sit there and say it makes no sense for us to send these teams across the pond.
They'll pay them more.
Who will pay them more?
The league will give them a higher revenue share if they're going to travel internationally for a team in their division. They'll find a way to make it work.
Why would the owners sign off on a higher revenue share for these two teams to compensate travel instead of just saying this is what makes the most sense?
Because they don't want to have to go to London. That's it. You can make more money or you can go to London.
They're going to go to London regardless. There's no choice about the team ending up in London.
I think when it comes to the geography conversation of the realignment, I am so intrigued when it comes to the world of Major League Baseball. Sign me up. I am all about that. And that would completely change the game. Same thing in the NFL. If you were to change the NFC East, now we've seen it before. Cardinals were in the NFC East for many years. Teams have switched. They continue to add, move, whatever. So I'm not really too bent out of shape over that. But
it's a half-baked thought. Chances they end up having a team in their division that's international. I think pretty solid given where Philadelphia's located on the map.
I think there's a chance of that, and especially if Major League Baseball does the geography realignment first.
Which the American League's doing a really good job of making a case for it right now with the third wild card team being a team with a losing record.
I'm telling you, that's going to catch a lot of buzz. It's going to get a lot of conversation, a lot of people upset, a lot of people like me going, you know what? I love it. And that would be really difficult for the Phillies.
Bank the show sheet. I'm upset about that. We'll get into that. Second thought with the international teams. So it stays at 32. There's no world in which they go bigger.
You got me on that one. I think 32 would probably be it. Mexico City and London.
It's tough to pay the expansion bid and find 8. Or even 2, 4.
Even keep going with it. Where else are we talking about? Right, like Brazil,
Toronto, London. Mexico City, Yeah, I mean, you're right. Like, it ends up being long flights. Like, if you go out to London, do you open up more in Europe? It's a longer flight.
Yeah. No, I don't think that.
Massive markets.
Yeah, Germany is the one because they pack it in every year. You hear how crazy they are about the NFL game. I just think, I don't know. Yeah, like that's going to be a lot, and that would definitely change the way that we looked. I'm sure as hell not down with the Super Bowl being played.
Oh yeah,
globally though.
No, me neither. But we're getting there too. Speaking of money talks, Vic Fangio talk today. Vic Fangio offered a concerning update on Jonathan Grenard. I have not yet heard this, so I'm intrigued to see what he had to say about the edge rusher when he spoke this morning.
Yeah, I don't know when Grenard will be back. You know, that injury he got in our weight room is going to take some time to heal. Yeah, I'm very happy with Nolan and Jalix. AK is coming along. The other guys are coming along. We need our third and fourth until Grenard gets back to really solidify their positions.
So am I not anticipating him for the start of the season?
That seemed to be the thought.
All right, so no Grenard week 1. Injury in the weight room. So what, Hunt, Smith, Ebiketie,
Brandon Graham.
Yeah, at some point are we doing the...
Thank you, 97.5.
I'm smelling concern from you guys as I'm eating my protein bar right now.
You're not worried?
Are you guys concerned? Oh, no. I told you this was part of my concern. But everybody else out there told me, relax.
That's it. We're taking Instagram away from him.
It's not
It's
even
not the models now. It's the comments we got to get you away from.
It's not even just Instagram. I promise you. It's friends. People inside these hallways tell me, relax. I got Andrew telling me don't watch for 25 days. No, this is a serious thing. Oh, by the way, with no Grenard, where are the sacks coming from? Who's sacking up, boys?
Jalix Hunt led the team last year.
We were talking about guys that have gotten some hype this year in camp. Jalix Hunt has been McManus has said it. Pacheco said it. There's been a lot of love.
Coverage sacks. You might have the best secondary in football.
Had a pretty good secondary last year. Where was the cover sacks then?
But you're right. Kevin Patullo's fault.
You're
just gotta hit that button anytime.
But you're right about Jalix Hunt. I will give you that. However, there was a lot of expectation with Grenard, and that checked the box. Like everybody was satisfied with, oh, you lost Phillips, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But now you get this guy who ripped it up for 2 out of the 3 seasons, whatever, in the last 3 years. Just a tremendous talent, bull rusher. You watch the film, you know what he's capable of. And now he's not going to be ready. And now you hear that from Vic Fangio. Absolutely, this is something that I was concerned about.
You're allowed to be concerned. I told you this, Sean. I'm not going to tell you not to be concerned. Grenard being injured is a little different than the wide receiver room, but yeah, that's in the grand scheme of having concerns. Yeah, you're allowed to have concerns.
Which one weighs more in your
wide
opinion?
receiver room?
Really?
Easily.
Well, I guess big picture for the season. If we're talking about getting a W week 1.
Yeah, like you play the Commanders and Titans the first 2 weeks. I don't need Grenard for that.
Oh, here we go.
What? Are you scared of the Commanders or Titans?
I'm not scared of anybody.
He's scared of everybody.
I'm scared of everything.
Who are you to
Sean,
say?
behind you's your shadow. Don't worry.
Who are you to say that this team is going to go 2-0? What have I missed?
I'll say it right now. 2-0 Eagles. Lock it in.
Ooh, I want stakes between the two of you.
Now,
I want stakes.
This goes to John Marks, who said, I'm out of my mind, that Eagles fans are too comfortable, too confident. There you go.
That we're going to win over the Commanders and the Titans?
I want stakes. We can't just sit here, and I'm not talking about the cow. I'm talking about stakes between two of you on the 2-0 start.
That's Jaden Daniels, right? That's him.
He doesn't even know what number he's wearing.
That's fine. That's a pretty good quarterback that will be healthy, ready to go. Big difference.
No left tackle. Can't see his blind side.
I'm not saying they're perfect, but that's going to be a good test right from the jump. And then week 2 on the road in Tennessee, it's going to be hot down there in Nashville. You're talking about a team that's under the radar completely. And, oh, by the way, that's their home opener. I'm not sitting here saying they're 2-0. All right, Connor, are they going to go undefeated?
Yes, 70. I'm glad you finally got here. No, they're not going undefeated. How are you taking undefeated as the small step from winning the first 2 games against bad teams?
What you guys are not doing are setting stakes on this.
Okay.
What do you
want?
I don't know. You
breakfast,
guys are the ones...
Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich.
I like that.
Shout out Jimmy Dean.
That's
Big
right.
Bad John creator.
Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich.
I got you.
3 of them.
Deal.
Because I want one too.
This is why you want us to set stakes. You want to vulture in on the winnings. You put something up. Whose side are you on?
Whoa. They start 1-1. The two of you both fight each other.
No, yeah, so 2-0 versus 1-1. 1-1 I win, 2-0 you win.
Yes.
Oh, man, I think we should put more than that.
Yeah, more than Jimmy Dean
let's
on
put
it?
a couple $100 on it, too.
Well, what do you think I'm getting
not
paid
$100.
back here?
I want content.
No, yeah.
Currency doesn't make content. Content makes content.
We'll do breakfast sandwiches on that, 2-0. I feel like I got you a little bit.
You got to bring the griddle in. You got to cook them here.
I feel like the odds
We'll
are
do all the
against
show
you,
prep around you.
They're paying me in sleep and free shuffleboard games back in the hallway. I'm not throwing $100 on this.
All right. Coming up, we're going to play Know the Host. We each have submitted different facts about one another. I have them in my hand.
You're broke, Ray.
If you call in at 610-632-0975, we'll have the opportunity to guess which host did this thing. The fact about the host that we give you, if you guess the correct host, between Sean Brace, Connor Thomas, myself, you will end up being entered to win Chris Stapleton tickets. We got a pair of Chris Stapleton tickets. We're going to play Know the Host coming up next. Dial in at 610-632-0975. I'll tell you something about one of the three of us. You just have to guess which one of us it's about. That's coming up next. Know the Host right here on Brace and Dunne, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
The middle of the order comes through. I'm Connor Thomas, and the Phillies won their 5th straight last night, taking down the Marlins 6-4. It was another comeback effort for the Phils, and Bryson Stott and Alec Bohm both had 2 RBI nights to go along with some great defensive plays. Bryce Harper, Luis Arraez, good nights as well. Middle of the order was big for the Phils. Zach Wheeler, not quite as big. He went 5 innings, 2 earned, and struggled a little bit at points to get the ball over the plate. Don Mattingly talked after the game about Wheeler starting, keeping the faith in him.
Zach's not one of the guys I worry about, if that's what you're asking. So, I've been Zach Wheeler for a long time. Stuff's still good.
The Phils round out their series against the Marlins tonight at 6:05. Aaron Nola faces Sandy Alcantara. The Eagles start joint practice with the Patriots today. They're currently ongoing, and there are sure to be some fireworks seeing A.J. Brown for the first time since the trade. Seems like the offense has shown some new wrinkles, according to reports from up there. We'll keep you updated throughout the show. And the Union take on Inter Miami tonight at 7:30. You can hear that game live right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Don't miss Maury Hirsch-Gordon of 7 News up in Boston will join us at 1 to talk about opening practice from up in Foxborough. This update is brought to you by Verizon Business. Verizon Business experts love small businesses, so they come directly to you on your schedule. With real expertise tailored to your needs, make an appointment with a Verizon Business expert. Go to Verizon.com/book today. I'm Connor Thomas for the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
0975. You have the ability to win a pair of tickets to night 2 of Chris Stapleton. It's night 2 of Chris Stapleton's All-American Road Show, Saturday, August 29th. Tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster. We've got a pair for you if you want to win it. Get in at 610-632-0975.
One of the best voices out there, and pretty cool stuff. The fact that he's doing 2 nights, I didn't even know that.
2 nights.
Also, Zach Brown will be playing Saturday night. So if you are a fan of said country music / great music, you can go to Stapleton and Zach Brown back-to-back nights. Ray Dunne, Connor Thomas, I plan on doing exactly that.
Oh, so you will be there Friday night for Stapleton.
That's correct.
Because we've got the Saturday tickets.
Love it.
You'll miss Sean Brace, but you'll be able to see Chris Stapleton. 610-632-0975. The game is Know the Host. For those of you out there, we have 9 facts. The 3 of us have submitted 5 each. I picked 3 from those 5. I only submitted 3 because, ultimately I was doing the game. But I will say something about one of the 3 of us, and you have to tell me which one of the 3 of us it's about. You get it correct, you're in the right, and you get the Chris Stapleton tickets. Know the Host. Nice way for us to intro the new program here, Brace and Dunne. Let's get a little music, shall we? All right. Know the Host. Let's start by going out to Cole in Newtown Square. Cole, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
How we doing, guys?
Doing fantastic. Hoping to get you in the running here. We said it's Chris Stapleton tickets for you on Saturday night if you win. There is one of the 3 of us on this program. That's go-to karaoke song is Tennessee Whiskey.
Oh.
Which one of the 3 of us is that the go-to karaoke song?
I'm going to go with Connor.
All right, off the board right away.
You know me so well.
Cole, we'll put you on hold. Cole, you are in the running for the Chris Stapleton tickets.
I kind of gave that away when I said, oh, meaning, wow, that's a great pull. Yeah, so that eliminated me.
You could have thought it was me.
Yeah.
If you had listened to the show, you'd know, probably not me. But Cole is in the running, so Addison can grab his information. We'll get moving on down to Mike in Morrisville. Mike, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, guys.
All right, Mike, let's see. What do I got for you? Which one of us has an at-home garden with flowers that he takes care of daily?
I'm going to go with Sean.
Wow, we're 2 for 2 off the rip here. Connor even got that one wrong.
I mean, we both live in apartments.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I didn't get that one wrong.
Oh, you looked at me. I thought you were guessing me.
I looked because there was no way it was me.
Nice call,
I ain't got a
Mike.
garden.
I love my flowers. My garden got eaten up by some rodents, some rabbits, some squirrels, all that. So that kind of went away. I got to build it bigger and better for next year. But my flowers on my porch, on my deck, dude, next level. I'm very
proud of it.
Very proud of it. And you know what? It's my place to go. I enjoy to get 20 minutes every day. Leave me alone. And I got a little splash.
That's the only flowers you have out there?
Well, I got other flowers, but the kid will come out, Lane will come out, splash in the pool in front of me. It's a good time.
That sounds like
it's
a nice time. All right. Speaking of kids, I see we got Aiden in New Jersey. Youngster wants to jump in on this one. Aiden, which one of the 3 of us has never broken a bone?
I'm going to go Ray.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Aiden. It was Sean Brace. We thank you for listening.
How about that?
Sean Brace never broken a bone. Could you believe that?
That's insane. I've broken 20.
Really?
I got stopped the last time I went to the doctor, and they asked me if I have an issue because I listed all my broken bones.
Good grief, dude. Yeah, I would ask the same question.
It's mostly fingers and toes.
Oh, that's all.
I broke my hand once. That's the difference between me and you on this one.
If you had to lose a finger or a toe, which one would you sign off on? Which finger or a toe don't you need in life?
If I had to break what?
What finger or toe don't we need in life?
Probably pinky seems like the obvious answer, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, the way my life's going, I could probably get rid of the ring finger.
Okay.
Hey, come on. Come on.
I like my free time.
Let's go to Andy in Lambertville, our buddy Andy. Andy, I got a question for you here. Which one of us once ended up at a club with Ben Simmons' brother?
That's a great question, Ray. For 2 points, I'm going to go with Mr. Sean Brace.
Oh, unfortunately, Andy, no. I'm sorry.
Who was it?
That was me.
Who the hell is Ben Simmons' brother? I didn't even know he had a brother.
He does have a brother. Much shorter than him. Australian accent gives it away.
I do. Yes, now I remember his brother.
I ended up at a club with Ben Simmons once.
Yeah.
So I got real confused there for a second.
Nope.
I was like, I don't think I put this one down.
Yes.
I do remember his brother.
He's familiar with the station. He's familiar with some of the takes.
His brother thought he was the man, too. Yeah.
Nice to me.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
When they had a sister, didn't
That was
they?
like the last time I had bottle service probably in my life was that night. Yeah, I know.
Didn't
yeah.
they bump heads with the sister?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not great blood
A
there.
lot of drama in that family.
Yeah. All right, let's go out to Northeast Philly. Kevin, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
All right, which one of the three of us had one of his college options be the Naval Academy?
Sean.
Oh, I was also thinking Sean for that one. Unfortunately, that's Connor Thomas.
Believe it or not.
I don't believe that for a second.
I did NJROTC in high school, and our unit got one appointment to the Naval Academy per year, and they offered it to me, and I did not want to do that for my college. I wanted to party a little bit.
That's like, could you imagine naval officer Connor Thomas? I mean, I don't mean to be disrespectful in this one, but I can't.
That's why I chose not to do it. It's not my life.
Yeah, it'd be a whole different world.
It would be a whole different world. All right, we got a couple more for you if you want to jump in. 610-632-0975. We got Cole entered. We got Mike entered.
Nice.
So we'll see if we get a couple more entries into this one as we go to Delco talk with Pat. Pat, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Do we have him?
What's going on?
Oh, there we go.
Yo, Pat.
Give it to me. Give it to
All
me.
right, Pat. Which one of the three of us auditioned for a Nickelodeon show as a teenager?
Oh, I heard this somewhere. Oh, that would be
3 seconds.
Brace?
Brace? No, not Sean Brace, unless I don't know that about you, Sean.
I can't say I've ever auditioned for a show.
Was it you, Connor Thomas?
It was not me.
It was me. I went up to New York for a day and then auditioned for a show. At
What
Nickelodeon.
show on Nickelodeon?
I never got to know what it was. You went up there, they gave you a script. Shaq was involved in the script. I never saw Shaq in a show by Nickelodeon after that, so I don't. Either it didn't get made, or more likely they made something and they didn't make it with me. All right.
Interesting.
Let's see. We got
Guts.
two more here. Let's go.
It had to be Guts. You were probably going to do Guts.
Yeah. I was just going to be Slime Guy 6.
There it is.
One of the awards. Good choice. All right, Rafis in Northeast Philly. Rafis, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
What's going on, fellas?
All right, let's see if we can get you entered for this one. Let's see. Which one of the three of us owned a PIAA state kicking record?
So Connor.
It was not Connor. Unfortunately, you picked the one person not from Pennsylvania, thus not able to own the PIAA state kicking record. Connor, if you had to guess between the two of us, who owned that record?
I'm going to take a wild shot to Sean Brace.
How about that? Yep, Sean Brace, please explain.
38-yarder. It was in the playoffs against Riverside, and the wind was howling. Kicked that ball up my junior year. It was our junior year. We went to the playoffs, and that ball got caught up in that wind, went right through. Had, good leg. Whatever.
Yeah, good leg. Obviously,
And,
give yourself some credit here.
But it was good. It was probably good from like 50. I'm not lying, with that wind. It was ridiculous. Anyways, 38-yarder. It stood for about 21 years, I want to say.
So I cut that part out of the question because, unfortunately, neither Connor or I can hold a record that would stand for 20 years.
Understood.
Be a bomb for a 10-year-old.
Here is the best part of the story. We go up 3-0. Final score 38-3. We got on the board early, boys.
But you always have that 3-0 lead.
Well,
dude,
and that record.
They lifted me up.
What is this, Rudy?
They lifted me up like Rudy, yes.
38-yard field goal.
It was in the first quarter. We're up 3-0. Yeah, we were supposed to lose like by 60. That team, Riverside, went to the championship game, state championship game, and I believe fumbled on the goal line to lose. So they were a really good team.
All right, well, that's all we got for this program. So we got Connor. Well, we had Cole and Mike as the two guys. I have a coin here. Do we want to assign and flip a coin for the two of them?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
All right. What's Mike? Heads, tails?
Let's go Mike tails because I'm a tails never fails guy.
All right, and then Cole's heads.
Cole's heads.
All right, so the winner of the Chris Stapleton pair of tickets here. We got tails.
How about that?
Congratulations to Mike.
That is
in
correct.
They say
Morrisville.
Mike.
Mike, we'll get you out that pair of tickets for August 29th. That's coming up. There you go.
was
I was waiting for the first Dickie V drop in the new program.
Yeah, it was all right.
People on the YouTube chat saying these questions are hard. It's the idea. It's things we've never talked about before.
Correct.
Yeah. We were trying to know the host.
I like that. I like that game.
I kind of figured I'd be the one people would guess had never broken a bone. Of the three of us, I give the least likely to have broken a bone vibe.
Yeah, I'm shocked it's not you. Do you count your ankle when you rolled it that one time running?
No,
Did
I
you
don't
break
count
that?
It. No, I was limping though. I was
Knock
limping
on
there for a
wood.
while.
I hope I never do.
Yeah, I hope not either.
What do you mean?
Never
It's
have.
fun.
Yeah, no, I'm good on that.
Chicks dig scars.
The state kicking record I kind of anticipated was going to be Sean. That would be the guess.
Garden was easy.
The Garden?
I've talked about it before, too. But I'm getting a lot of text messages right now from friends. See, that's the thing, man. You guys get my age. I'm telling you, it's the little things like a garden that will just relieve some stress, give you a little bit of a new life when you need it. And my garden isn't even good. Like I said, it got torn up by rodents, but the flowers that I have planted, and I love them, man. I love them. I water them twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening.
Growing some good flower in that garden?
Oh, yeah. Got,
Good stuff in that garden.
All right.
Good stuff in that garden.
Smells really good.
Yeah.
Pungent. Stings the nostrils. Neighbors complain.
Little panther.
That skunk has just been hanging out behind the house. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Your neighbors enjoy it.
Follows me around, too.
All
Shout out to the neighbors. They're cutting the grass on the regular now.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Great work by them.
Yeah, they are.
It took them 6 months.
I'd love some feedback on Know the Host. If you want to get more Know the Host going forward, I like the game because I think it's a nice way to get to know us. Also, like, I would have never known you had a kicking record. I don't know how we would have stumbled into that. The broken a bone thing was surprising. Naval Academy blew me away for Connor. I had no idea about that. Also gets us in a good story. So maybe
the issue with that, though, Connor, right? You have to go serve after that. Don't you?
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to do time after.
Yeah.
I mean, you're basically serving while you're in college. They're not sending you anywhere, but you're wearing uniforms and stuff. That's not for me. I wanted to drink.
Yeah,
No.
I'm good on that, too.
Yeah.
But, hey, shout out and salute to everybody that does.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're better than me, and that's a good thing because I should not be protecting this country. I could barely protect this radio station.
They know.
All right, getting back into the birds and today's practice because I saw this in the YouTube chat. I was going to find it, and I want to make sure that we got this correct. Day one of joint practices with the Patriots. We have a final. We don't have a score, but Brandon Lee Gouton, our buddy BLG, Eagles lost day one of 2 joint training camp practices against the Patriots. It wasn't a blowout. So all the votes are in. They're calling the race, and the race for the first day goes to the Patriots. Sean Brace, how heartbroken are you over losing day one of joint practices to the New England Patriots?
Well, if you can fill me in on the scuffle tally, I would love to know a little bit more about that because that's the one I truly care about, whether or not we won. Scoreboard,
I got it. Yeah.
Scoreboard can say whatever it wants as long as the fights and we win with that. I'm okay with that. But no. Again, once you had an opportunity to see the practice, it kind of like slowed things down a little bit for me mentally. Like, all right, like this isn't 11 on 11, full throttle. You can't hit the quarterback, all that good stuff. And I knew that going in, so I wasn't trying to make that case. But it's easier to of course, understand what goes into it when you're seeing like the sessions and stuff like that, the actual practicing. So, look, you want to see this team get better. BLG covers the team daily. He's down there every day. I trust his words. If he thinks that the Patriots look like the better team, plenty of work to improve on.
So now
season's
0-1.
right around the corner, man.
The energy you guys came in about joint practice, though, like you don't seem too heartbroken by the fact they lost.
Well, no, you understand where I'm at because I know this team is going to struggle to start the season. I look at both you guys because you guys have them 6-0, 7-0. Into the bye week or whatever it is, like I'm nowhere near everybody being too comfortable about this team, too confident. There's going to be so many issues in the beginning, just a lot of new.
There's a lot of new.
So this is a golden opportunity for them, and quite frankly, one of the limited opportunities for them to improve, because we know how what plays as far as exhibition preseason games are concerned. It's either Saturday or nothing, because we know they're not playing in Game 3.
They're not playing on Saturday.
Okay. Well, I don't agree with that. I think that that's a bad move. I think, especially with a new offensive coordinator that's completely changing everything, what we hear with Sean Mannion, they need to be out there.
And someone misses a block the way Tyrone Tracy did, and Jalen Hurts gets crunched like Jackson Dart.
Jalen Hurts, I trust to get down. 1, 2, Josh Allen played. Josh Allen played week 1.
That's fine. That could be their decision.
Okay. Well,
if I'm Nick Sirianni and I have won, you gave me 5-0 in openers, right, in his career?
That's correct.
And I don't play my starters the preseason, the last 3 years?
That's correct.
Is now the time to change what I do?
There is a change with Sean Mannion in the offense.
There's been a change every year.
Again, I think if you asked, yes, you're right, but not like this. This is a much more drastic change. I think if you ask Sean Mannion, would you want your Jalen Hurts, knowing everything that's on the line, everything along the that could potentially go wrong? Do you want to get the starters in there for at least 1 to 2 series on Saturday night in New England? Sean Mannion says yes.
I think that's very short-sighted by him. Then.
And that's where I'm at.
Short-sighted.
It's not the first time I've been called short-sighted, Sean. I've been called
Is that
before.
something you've been called before?
Yes.
Short-sighted Sean.
Many times.
Is this a Sean thing? Do you think it's a Sean Mannion, Sean Brace? Does it come with the name?
If there's a thing with Sean's, it's...
Man, Sean's here at all hours of the
we
day.
work harder than most people. Yeah, we are one of the more hardworking people out there with the name of Sean.
Right. I know quite a few Seans. A lot of them very hardworking. You being one of those Seans. Sean Mannion, I don't know personally. That's what they kept telling me. It's amazing. There's 24 hours in a day. He spends 26 of them at the facility.
I just don't. When do we get to the point that none of this matters? What happened with the sports in general? The fact that we have NBA players missing months, and it's get to the playoffs. NFL. Well, preseason doesn't matter, even though these games are still being played. Let's just learn, and week 1, 2, and 3, the offenses are going to struggle. But the popular saying is that's the preseason now.
Yeah.
When did this change? What happened to the sports that I'd known? Who's the guy that just passed away? The creator of ESPN, Bill Rasmussen. I bet he's rolling in his damn grave of where we're at right now as far as this world of sports. It's ridiculous, man.
You want me to step off your lawn?
Sorry. I just what? Okay. Jalen Hurts and the first team plays on Saturday night. It's not that big of a deal. It's not.
No, we got an offensive line that we've talked all offseason that their health is what this season hinges on, and we're going to put them out in harm's way for a couple of series. What is Sean Mannion really going to learn through 2 series?
It's about getting everybody on the same page, and this is one of the very few times as far as game atmosphere you can do that.
Remember when they tried to change the offense with Kellen Moore? They spent 4 weeks trying to change the offense. They went down to Brazil, played the Packers. They opened up. They won the football game even though they were trying to change the offense and they weren't playing starters in the preseason. This is the way of the Nick Sirianni era. You mentioned it. Yeah, you mentioned it 2 days ago. They were 5-0 in openers.
Yeah,
the guy wins his first game. They're going to be ready. Do you not trust in the fact that they've been able to have them ready to go year in and year out?
I'm the dumbest coach in the world.
Can't argue it because of what the resume says. But ideally, where I'm at with Sean Mannion, what we've seen so far, that game 1, albeit no starters did really play. There's a lot to improve on, a lot to learn.
Sure, but I look at the other side of week 1 against the Commanders. They had their left tackle go down already.
At practice.
So
it can happen there. It can happen today at training at the split squad.
It's a controlled environment, Sean. That's what they keep telling me. That's what they tell me the difference is between the 2 things.
Okay.
That's best I got for you on that. Do I want more reps for a guy that could potentially have what happened in Tunsil happen? Ultimately for this Commanders team, they also have question marks. Jaden Daniels, what does year 3 look like for Jaden Daniels? The Eagles have question marks, and I'm not discounting the fact that you think there's a chance they could struggle early. I'm not Connor, where it's already 2-0. He's already got them 5-0, leading the division. He basically has them clinching before we get to Halloween. I don't have that, all right? I'm not in that space. But I'm also not sitting here saying the Eagles are the only ones with question marks and concerns. The Commanders and the Titans will both come into that game with concerns. You can't just draw them up as W's because it's early season football. Weird things can happen. I remember who the Patriots even lost. Was it the Raiders they lost at the beginning of last season?
Yeah, they did.
Stevenson
they did.
had all those fumbles. You could have that slip up early. Ultimately, I've seen the Eagles overcome a 2-2 start and go win a Super Bowl. I saw the Patriots lose to the Raiders last year. They went and played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You get to these plays. The Jags win 13 games last year. They started 6-4.
Oof.
You can have these slow starts, and Jacksonville was the team yesterday that Jeff Mosher outlined us of like, oh yeah, remember they were trying to work through this new offense, and they took off. There is a world to be concerned about some of these question marks and what they will end up being for this team.
And there is a world that you can play these guys to.
I don't think
I get it. We're not going to see eye to eye.
That's fine. I'm just
you know
not,
what?
yeah.
Joe Brady and I, we see eye to eye in Buffalo.
That's fine.
Would Joe Brady win?
Joe Brady's pretty darn good at what he does.
What do you win?
He's got a long way to go.
Okay. Nick Sirianni does not.
We'll talk about the guys that played today coming up.
Can I real quick, though,
Sure.
give you I just want to give proper respect to Bill Rasmussen, because for my money, one of the greatest inventors as far as American inventors are concerned.
Yeah.
Put him up there with the car. Put him up there with the
Sports television, man.
Nobody, like 1979, I think ESPN was created.
Great idea.
24 hours. Nobody was buying it then. But, man, that's crazy. I think he passed away at the age of 93, but still, you think about it. You put him up there with everybody. And oh, by the way, with all the money that these players are making, how much these teams are fetching for being sold, they can thank ESPN a lot for all of that.
We're here.
We're here.
I was going to say.
There you go.
Yeah, we owe a debt of gratitude to him as well.
I think I broke my watch.
Oh, no. All right, well, you figure that out. Maury Hirschgordon's going to join us coming up next. Television reporter up there in Boston. He was out there at practice, so we'll catch up with him about what he saw from Patriots-Eagles. He's a local guy. Maury grew up in this area. He's going to have the angle of knowing how Philadelphia sports fans think, but also, obviously, being up there, we get a chance to check in from Foxborough. What happened today at the joint practice that BLG's reporting? Patriots won day one. He's Sean Brace. I'm Ray Dunn. This is Brace and Dunn, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
The Phillies keep on rolling. I'm Connor Thomas. The Phils won their 5th straight last night, taking down the Marlins 6-4. Another comeback effort out of them. And Bryson Stott and Alec Boehm, they've had a solid start to the month of August. They both had 2 RBIs last night to go along with some great defensive plays. Zach Wheeler, 5 innings, 2 earned on the mound. Brooks Raley earned his first save as a Philly, shutting things down in the 9th. They'll go for a 6th straight victory today and a 2nd straight series sweep if they can take down the Marlins at 6:05. Game 3, Aaron Nola faces Sandy Alcantara. The Eagles had joint practice today with the Patriots for the first time up in New England. They'll have another day of that tomorrow. Per reports, it sounds like the Patriots got the better of them today. And these are important points. Adam Schefter joined Marks and Salciunas earlier to talk about the importance of these joint practices.
You know, when you're going up against your own team in training camp every day, people get tired of hitting each other and going up against the same guys. This is a different kind of activity, and it's worked out well. It's really almost replaced these preseason games.
So we'll keep an eye on what's going on with the Birds as they're up north. The Union take on Inter Miami tonight at 7:30. You can hear that game live here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Speaking of what the Eagles are doing, Maury Hirschgordon of 7 News Boston joins us coming up next to talk about the live view on the Eagles and Patriots' first day of joint practice. This update is brought to you by Mattress Firm. Sleep falling short? Visit Mattress Firm today. Their sleep experts will find you the right bed at an unbeatable price during the best sale of the year. They make sleep easy. I'm Connor Thomas for the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
Traffic app.
Welcome back in. Brace and Dunne here on 97.5 The Fanatic alongside Sean Brace. I'm Ray Dunne. And the story of the day, Sean, 0-1 in joint practices, reportedly.
Unbelievable.
Yep. You and Connor came in all hot and bothered today. Joint practice. You won revenge on A.J. Brown. Connor wanted to see them knock off a Super Bowl participant.
How did they keep score, though? That's the question.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Okay.
It's a really great question, Sean Brace. You know it's a great question for?
Who's that?
Our guest. A guy I've known for a very long time. He was once my camp counselor all the way back in the day. Now,
how about that?
He's a star up in Boston on 7 News. The great Maury Hirschgordon, Upper Dublin grad, and obviously a television reporter up there in Boston for 7 News, joins us right now. Maury, how are you?
Hey, doing well, Ray. Sitting here in Gillette Stadium, just spoke to A.J. Brown, and, man, that was a loud, entertaining practice. I've been up here 9 summers now, and I can honestly say, while I don't have 100% attendance at every training camp practice the last 9 years, I think that was the loudest one I've seen between a regular practice or a joint.
And loudest because of the traveling party? How many Eagles fans do you think made the trek up there?
There were pockets of green, no doubt about it. Pockets of green, like down on the field, close to the action. I mean, you could certainly tell there were a lot of Kelly Green jerseys out there, but I think just overall, right? I mean, this was probably the most anticipated day of the summer for both teams, considering the trade that went down. 2 teams that are in the mix atop their respective conferences, and everybody wanted to see with the pads on, and the way they treat joint practices now versus preseason games, what went down, and we certainly got a lot of information out of it on both sides of the ball.
How did it live up to the action? You talk about the anticipation, but for the 2 sides, we got the reports out of there from the Eagles side of things, Brandley Gowton, Bleeding Green Nation, saying that Patriots got the better of the Birds in the joint practice. From your eyes, what did you see between the 2 sides and who got the better of who?
I would certainly say the Patriots had the advantage. I would say I spent about 75% of the day watching the Patriots offense, and obviously particularly A.J. Brown and Romeo Doubs, the 2 new star receivers here in New England. So in terms of the offense for the Patriots against the Eagles defense, it was Drake May and his new receivers that you could clearly tell had a rhythm, 7-on-7, 11-on-11. They had the upper hand. Drake May didn't throw an incompletion until the hurry-up, the 2-minute drill, the last 11-on-11 session that he participated in. A couple miscommunications. But as far as Drake May's rapport with A.J. Brown, I mean, those 2 really had it going on. It's still relatively early. We're still 3 weeks away from kickoff tonight in Seattle. It'll open the season. But the Patriots, top 2 receivers definitely got the upper hand on the Eagles defense. And then when you look at the other side of the ball, I mean, this is a Patriots defense that is still without Christian Gonzalez, right? Whether it be an injury, whether it be the contract that they haven't sorted out yet. Patriots defense got 5 takeaways on the Eagles offense today. Kevin Byard said, "We want more tomorrow." So I think that just shows you the level of confidence that this Patriots defense has against an Eagles offense that, will still be, in the upper echelon of the league.
We hope that. How many of those 5 takeaways were actual interceptions from Jalen Hurts only? That's the only guy I care about here.
Yeah, no, I didn't get a full. I don't want to say anything that I didn't see, so
Gotcha.
I didn't get a full see on Hurts.
Well, speaking of that, the things that I was able to catch up on the timeline, it felt like it was a lot of business as usual, not a lot of trash talking. Any scuffles? What did we miss? Again, you're up there. What'd you see?
Yeah, there was a little scuffle there. Jalen Carter throwing a punch after a field goal attempt. And obviously he's had some issues with his anger and his temper and things like that. So, that wasn't good to see, but Mike Vrabel jumped right in and didn't last long. A couple of the elder statesmen for the Patriots jumped in there and tried to diffuse the situation, but that was really it. Mike Vrabel talked about this morning, fighting is not football. Fighting's going to get you kicked off the field. So both teams, I think, really kept it at bay for most of the day, with that as one exception.
You said you were right there as A.J. Brown talked with the media. The biggest thing you took away from the Brown presser that I imagine was attended by dozens of reporters?
I think there was more than 100 people, 100 media members today. Eagles did their post-practice availability at a different location on the lower field, so there were some Philadelphia media that weren't there. But, the overwhelming majority was there with A.J. Brown. He was asked if he has spoken to Jalen Hurts since the trade. He said no. And he continued to wanted to look forward, didn't want to look back at the time in Philadelphia. Obviously mentioned great personal success, won a ring in Philadelphia, but right now he's focused on Drake May and this new Patriots offense and one that he feels, they will continue to grow. I don't think he believes it's a finished product yet. But, days like today certainly help move the needle. And, you could see that out there. I mean, specifically on 11-on-11 drill, with Drake May to A.J. Brown. I mean, he made a great catch going up down the sideline. So you can see that trust and that rapport is growing here. Still in the middle part of camp.
We're talking to Maury Hirschgordon of 7 News up in Boston, and I want to follow up with A.J. Brown and just the experience so far of covering him, being around this team, and the way he's taken to the New England Patriots. What has stuck out about A.J. Brown up there?
I think A.J. Brown is, similar to what Stephon Diggs last year when he came here.
I lost him right there. Well, we'll see if we get Maury back in there. I don't know if maybe Gillette Stadium, maybe we dropped a little bit of Wi-Fi there. I don't know what he had going on there, but if we could get Maury back, we'll get Maury in a second. But what was the biggest takeaway from you right there?
Yeah, besides the gaggle, how many is
100 plus?
How many is a gaggle? Is a gaggle defined by more than 100 plus? Because I feel like
that's not all right. Let's consult the.
All right, because I feel like a gaggle would be a little bit less than 100 plus. There was a hill.
Gaggle is normally geese, so I'd imagine less than 100.
Okay, I like that. Nice work by you.
Gaggle is also a company. So when you type in Gaggle
That's
number,
Google, not Google.
Yeah, no.
Anyways,
Gaggle.net. Have you ever been on it?
No. The biggest takeaway is again the circle of media members, and then there was a little hill that they were camped up on. And staying with the A.J. Brown stuff, the biggest takeaway for me again, not being there. He's got some wheels. He's got some get off. He's got some giddy up. He looked really, really fast out there. Again, just videos. So I bring it a little bit more to the fantasy world than I wish we still had him, because that ship sailed. We were never going to keep him. We understood how that played out. He wanted out. Bygones be bygones. See you later. But for the people out there that believe he's cooked, for the people out there that he still has that injury issue that could pop up. We know what that's all about. Missed a couple games. We know it was discussed in the offseason. The actual teams wanted to give up more. That was something that was a red flag for them. A.J. Brown looked really, really fast today. So apparently he had a bunch of catches, and as you just heard, he looked pretty darn good all day today in the split squad practice.
Yeah, I guess the biggest thing for me listening to Maury talk about what he watched was what they were able to do against the Eagles secondary with those new weapons. Not just A.J. Brown, but they got Dobbs there now as well. And, Drake May obviously had the season he had a season ago. I'm not, again.
No, you are.
I'm not making a mountain out of this hill. But it's something happened.
I can
smell
it.
Happened. They were able to cook a little bit offensively there.
Oh, they're cooking.
I could smell a little bit of what Drake May and they were cooking up there. Apparently a good day for the Patriots offense.
Yeah, and look, not anything that the sky is falling here, but got a long way to go to the season. You got to improve, but the expectation, this is something good for the defense because we know what the defense is capable of. So if they get torched or if they got the better of by the Patriots receivers today, they'll read a little bit of the press clippings, they'll see what's being said on social media, and they'll improve. They'll understand. And of course, they don't even have to do that. If they could see it in front of them and say, man, they got the best of us today, they'll be told, of course, with the eye in the sky, Ray, as I said, it doesn't lie.
How about Kevin Byard also having a little bit of an attitude there? Byard, with the 5 takeaways, we want more tomorrow. I mean, I like the attitude from his perspective, but the fact that Byard's still an NFL guy and we're talking about 2026, when I watched him in 2023 be an Eagle and we're talking about him in 2026, that hurts. That hurts a little bit.
Was he with the Bears last year?
Feel fact, yes.
Yeah, I don't remember him.
He was Titans to Eagles.
Yeah, the Bears.
And then 2 years contract for the Bears after that.
Last 2 seasons.
That's right.
Correct.
There you go.
He did have 7 picks last year for the Bears. That's pretty good. But I thought he was going to be a hell of a lot better for the Birds, and that was not the case.
And it was not to be the case.
Hey, look, nobody is making anything bigger than what it is. But like I said, with the limited opportunities that you have, and of course, you don't want to overreact, but you have to react. This is what it's all about, right? There's only so much football from now until they kick this season off where you can improve. And for the people that are out there wondering, well, where are the questions? You could see that now. Of course, the fact that you have an offense that was somewhat struggling going up against this Patriots defense, and from the secondary perspective, I don't really put that into the fact of, or into the conversation of that's going to be something that you got to be concerned about. But I will also give you this. Apparently, Jake Elliott missed a couple.
Yeah, 2 of 5 today he missed. So he made 3 of 5. I guess that's the way you should really phrase that. But he missed 2 of the.
Where are we at with the Jake Elliott conversation?
He's not Jake the Make anymore.
But he holds no records for the PIAA.
Yeah. No, that's it. That's what we got to do. We got to get Brace down there.
No.
No.
We did this before.
You've already gone down and kicked it.
I did a Philadelphia Soul tryout, and it did not go well. Yeah, it was not my finest moment. I went in very confident / cocky, like, I'm good. Didn't need to practice. Got down there and could barely get.
Well, then you got to practice this time.
I got 2 kids.
I saw an influencer down there at camp yesterday. She was kicking field goals. If she's kicking field goals down there, I feel like we could get you down there kicking field goals.
She's good-looking one, right? She's a hot one on Instagram.
As compared to most influencers.
Well, there's a girl that kicks. This is her thing on Instagram. She's a diehard Eagles fan. She's a blondie, very attractive, and she's got a leg. She's got a leg.
The video I saw didn't make it seem like it was a guarantee it went in.
Okay.
So it might be a different attractive blonde influencer that was invited to Eagles training camp. The point being, we could get Sean Brace down there.
All right.
He's trying to get me in trouble.
No, I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. That's what her shtick is. That's what she's known for, kicking field goals.
Okay, the influencer I'm thinking of is not known for the kicking field goals.
Regardless, though, where are we at with the Jake Elliott conversation? Because I love Jake. Jake's a legend. Jake, for most people, is the best kicker in franchise history, right? I think there's a conversation with Akers, but we know what Jake has been through, made bigger kicks, yada, yada.
But if he didn't have the contract he had, I don't think he'd be here.
I think that's a fair take.
Or at least we'd be talking a lot more about where it's trending for.
And it's very important. Very important.
Yeah.
So, is the leash short? Let me ask you that.
I don't because the contract. I don't think the leash could be short for him at all. I think they're going to give him the opportunity. We've been kicking and screaming out. Remember last year pregame? We did preseason pregame shows. I think it was the second or third preseason pregame show where DeCecco and I nearly came to blows over Jake Elliott.
Was he the right side?
He was Elliott's fine. We're going to give him the opportunity, the whole thing. And I was like, well, because he had missed a kick.
So DeCecco was on the right side.
Of saying, yeah, he's going to be here. He's going to be the kicker of the whole thing. I was just like, I thought it was a conversation. We were ready to square up, and Checo would have kicked my ass. But you remember this. I'm not crazy on this, Connor, right?
Yeah, he did try to fight you. I saw it the whole way. Well, you were in trouble. You're lucky I stepped in and saved your bacon.
You know, it's unfortunate, not the fact that you guys are about to square up, but it's unfortunate that this is where we're at with the Jake Elliott discussion. Now, so let me bring it back to you right here, because you were saying, it's a practice. Like, calm down, Brace. Right?
Nah, this continues a trend that's been
exactly
over the last couple of years.
This is much different for Jake Elliott. Like you said, with the history A and the B, dude, it's forget the practice. I don't care. Just make the kicks. Yeah. That's what you're paid to do, and he did not do that today. So this is now something that's on the radar, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's got to step up. He's got a chance to be in a LeBron James YouTube golf influencer video.
That's a good point.
If he's a good enough kicker to stay here. He's kicking for a lot this year. It's bigger than the Eagles.
Wait. Come on.
What? He's the best golfing Philadelphia athlete here.
Come on now. Yeah, but LeBron James' Rolodex, you think Jake Elliott
I think he's making more than LeBron this year. He might have to treat LeBron to golf.
That's true.
I understand how good Jake is, and I try not to be disrespectful here. But LeBron, with the YouTube channel, is only fetching Hollywood actors' finest, A+ of A+. Just because you're good and you represent the Philadelphia Eagles doesn't mean you're going to be playing with LeBron.
Actually, two-time Super Bowl champion. How many Super Bowls does LeBron have?
I talked to Sixers PR the other day. They're getting Ricky out there with
LeBron?
Nah, I'm kidding.
That'd be great.
Be awesome. All right, let's go back to AJ, because AJ did speak today. We got AJ talking to the media. He had the drop on one-on-ones. Quinyon Mitchell in coverage. It was the most anticipated one-on-one we've ever had when it came to joint practices. Here's him breaking it down.
A little holding. But I won, and he pulled himself back into play. I just got to finish the play. My right hand didn't get to the ball quick enough. My left hand got on the ball, and that's on me. Attention to detail, catching the ball high, not letting it get low. So those are little things. So, it was never about like who I'm going against. It's the little things that, that could have been a 40-yard bomb and now it's a long foul ball, right? And so those are the things that I'm focusing on, and just trying to get better each and every day.
A long foul ball. Look at him bringing out a little baseball.
He is a baseball guy, right?
Yeah, he's a baseball guy.
Was he drafted too, right?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Like I said, that's my big takeaway. Damn, AJ still got it.
He's saying Quinion pulled himself back into the plays, and he was holding on him a little.
He did. He did. He was pulling on him.
All right.
But
he dropped the ball.
That ball was put on the money by Drake May, and you must catch that. So, to AJ Brown.
They said I was a diva.
Well, you are, and yeah, good luck. He looked flashy, though, today. He looked really fast.
Guy that's interested in the joint practices for the football, and definitely not for the AJ Brown hate.
I'm licking my chops a little bit. I don't like to hear that we got bested up there.
Well, he's got a message for you. He's got a message for Eagles fans, AJ Brown.
AJ does.
AJ, yeah. So what did AJ have to say to the Eagles fans?
What is my message to the Eagles fans? I love you, and I'm not looking in the past. It's a game. That game, no, I didn't play my best, but I'm not going backwards. It doesn't exist, and that's the last question I'm gonna answer about the past. So.
Last question I'm going to answer about the past.
Shout out to whoever asked that question. One, because they asked him about the 49ers game, which A.J. Brown hightailed it out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Where Jalen Hurts had to step up on the podium and answer the questions. Nick Sirianni did. All the big-time players did. But A.J. Brown, see ya. I'm gone. Mm-hmm. They said I was a diva.
They said I was a diva.
Well, you were.
Yeah, not answering. We've gone over it quite a few times. Not answering up to it. Now at this point, getting the question. This is how he was going to handle it. I didn't expect him to sit there and all of a sudden open up about his emotions and the exit, the whole thing, at least to the media. He could do it on a podcast at some point. Would I be surprised if, he hopped on a podcast with someone and talked a little bit more about Philly? No, I wouldn't be surprised at all. This, though, is kind of what I anticipated. Hey, I don't want to talk any more about the past. Credit to whoever asked him. I can only imagine. I haven't been able to comb through the entire audio. The AJ, over here. Everyone's stepping on each other. If you had to bet, who do you think got the question through? Was that a McLean, a McManus?
No. I think it is somebody from a different radio station. And I think it was the guy that asked the hard question the other day. Because I know he was up there. But I did see BLG in that.
Well, it's hard to miss BLG in one of those.
Yeah, and it's just like he was on the outside.
BLG is a cheat code in like a media basketball game.
Big time.
I for all of us, BLG, you got him on your team, you know where the offense is running through. He could be your Jokic, he could be your Embiid, he could be whatever you need in terms of, if you've never seen BLG out in person, it's like, hey, man, what's the weather up there?
Put me on him. I'll be the BLG stopper.
I don't think you're the BLG stopper, man.
My dad's 6'7". I'll be the BLG stopper.
I don't think you're the
I grew
BLG.
up with that.
I'm telling you, I don't think you're stopping BLG.
Big boy.
Body him.
Well, he was there at Knockout.
Oh, yeah, true. Good point. BLG was there at Knockout. All right, so there was also the question, I don't know if we have it, but it was very quick of have you caught up with Jalen Hurts since the trade? And the answer is no. I mean, that's the least surprising thing in the world. These two guys who rumored there was a rift. Yeah, and maybe, maybe someday, I'm not saying it's, Shaq and Kobe, but I'm saying at some point, maybe someday the two of them end up sitting across the table from one another and end up talking to one another and we get the whole reunion tour on that.
Sure, but just a man-to-man right here, right now, I just think it's so fugazi that you would name somebody something so significant as the godfather to your child and you can't communicate. Like, that's just wild to me. Over what? And yet the success that they had. Like, am I missing something? Are some of these rumors true? Some of the stuff that was put out there true? Like, it just doesn't connect that there's this much venom towards Jalen Hurts because he couldn't find you with the football to your liking. With all the success that you had, and, oh, by the way, the connection that you have off the field. It's just wild to me. I promise you this. If I ever do get around to baptizing my kid and name somebody, I don't know. I don't know if, Ray, you still are or whatnot. Connor,
No, I'm not. No, Connor doesn't know about this.
I just think that
Sean named me the godfather of his son.
Oh, congrats.
And then took it back 24 hours later once he consulted with his wife.
Oh, so you've done this. Who are you, Mr. High and Mighty?
Yeah. He's done this exact thing.
I would never do this, even though I just did it to the guy sitting next to me right now.
I stopped drinking. I went to bed at 10:30 that night.
Here's the deal, Ray. Me and my wife get on a plane, say it goes down. All of a sudden, are you ready to be the father
I'm prepared.
of my... Okay.
I'm prepared to step up.
Good luck. You couldn't even last a week with Kendall. Oh,
I was just the godfather of your son. I was
that's
told.
right. That's right. The son. Okay, yeah. You can handle
by godfather rules.
You can handle Lane right now, but in another year, good luck too.
I think this is actually.
I was ready to go propose to someone. I was going to create a happy family.
I think this hasn't talked to Jalen thing is actually a good thing for Eagles fans. I really do.
How so?
Because that shows you that this relationship was irreparable. They haven't talked. I'd feel worse if they were like, yeah, we caught up, we're good. Because then I would say, why is this uber-talented wide receiver not still on my team?
I like that.
The fact that this was unavoidable.
Agreed. I do believe that there's still a chance on Saturday night when those cameras are fading off. We see them at center field dapping up. See ya. I think Slim.
They might.
Minimum.
I don't anticipate it. I'm not sitting here holding my breath.
Minimum, but it wouldn't shock me.
I'd be shocked.
It's just these guys are in a different world, man. They just are.
You heard his message to Eagles fans. And as we're sitting here today on day one, where the Eagles dropped the first joint practice to the Patriots.
0-1 already, boys.
How do we feel? How do we feel? I want to gauge people as we've gone through the entire timeline of joint practice today and listening to A.J. Brown. Is there any sort of conjuring up emotion towards A.J. Brown for you at 610-632-0975?
And we also, on the other side, have Jalen Hurts stepping up to the microphone and answering those same questions.
All right, then we'll hear from Hurts coming up as well. He's Sean Brace. I'm Ray Dunn. Brace and Dunn right here, 97.5. Sean says, have you spoken to Jalen Hurts since the trade?
Mm-hmm.
He says no. No, he hasn't. He hasn't spoken.
No surprise there.
Now, what if Jalen Hurts was asked the same question but had a different answer? Oh, could he have a different answer? Well, let's see. Jalen Hurts asked the same question A.J. Brown was. Has he spoken to A.J.?
No, I didn't get you yet. Yeah.
How tough has it been with McConnell and a lot of time?
Go, time out.
Pause it. No, I didn't get to you.
No, I didn't get to yet. Now,
that's my point. On Saturday night, they will dap each other up at the end.
All right, yeah, and that's great. Maybe they will dap each other up in the end. The Disney movie ends, and it's A.J. Brown went on to play with the Patriots for the 4 years. Jalen Hurts went on to play. Yeah, maybe we do get that ending. But can we rewind to the beginning of that piece of audio right there? Now listen, I've been in this industry. It's very clear. Very clear. I've been in this industry not very long at all. You know, I've had a cup of coffee here. I can't say that I'm this incredible reporter, interviewer, journalist. So to those people, you do the work that we end up reacting to the content. I always respect it.
Yep.
But 15,000 reporters descend upon Foxborough to interview A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts about each other pretty much, or about the situation. Jalen Hurts is asked, has he spoken to A.J. Brown? This is his answer.
No, I didn't get you yet. Yeah.
Logically, you would follow up with, no, I didn't get to yet, with a, do you plan on it? Can you describe anything about the relationship at that point? Like, I get it. He's going to want to move on from it, and he's going to want to get past it. And there's a large portion of our audience right now that's rolling their eyes of, it's in the past. Just let the guy breathe. Leave it alone. It's the first time they've seen each other. AJ got asked the question. AJ got to the, and you respect it. I think everyone respected it when AJ said, hey, we're leaving the past in the past. He's not answering any more questions about it. Fine. If he doesn't want to answer any more questions, no one's forcing him, and you can stop asking him questions. If Jalen got a second follow-up question on A.J. Brown, he's more than entitled to say, AJ's a member of the Patriots at this point, and, I'm keeping the main thing. I'm fine with that. I'm not ripping Jalen for whatever answer it would be. We just never get that answer because the follow-up was then about Mekhi Lemon and getting on the same page as guys that have been out for practice. Am I crazy for wanting to hear that follow-up?
I don't think so, Connor.
I don't think you're crazy. I think there could be a little bit of a, hey, we know Jalen well enough at this point that when he answers like this, he's not going to answer anything going forward on that. I don't know. It may have been a, we know this guy well enough to know it's not worth it.
I definitely side with you, Ray. I think you are spot on, especially the fact that, we just went all the way up 6.5, 7 hours to go watch practice.
Right.
We did it for a reason. There's a reason why Sean is a little bit more animated today, because this practice is up against A.J. Brown.
You just go third person on us?
Yes, but it was more so from the show perspective this morning.
I got you. Okay, I see.
But guilty.
I didn't know. The Rays getting upset. I didn't know if we were Costancing the whole thing here, where it's we're going. Sean's upset.
I'm not smart enough to go third person. All right, I can barely do me. I barely do this one. Okay, but all I do know is this: I would rather them spend a little bit more time on that. And just to see if he would have left it where A.J. Brown did. Hey, man, we're good, man. Past is in the past. I'm not answering more questions.
I've told you about this a number of times.
Oh. I think from the home perspective, there are a lot of reporters that just don't want to ruffle those feathers because they do this day to day.
And I guess that's the way it is. I just listened to that. My logical follow-up to that is, no, I haven't gotten to yet. Do you plan on it?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I do. All right. Fine. Yeah.
I said, I'm willing to put a 6-pack of beverage of your choice, Connor. That
now we got steaks. It took 2.5 hours. We finally got some steaks.
There's a dap Saturday night between Jalen and AJ. I'm gonna say it. It happens Saturday night on the field, post game.
I mean, there could. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm not as adamant as the 2-0.
Okay.
All right.
They could.
Do you think, Ray?
You know what? For the sake of the show here, because you believe it's going to happen, and I kind of think it's a little bit of a Disney Channel thing here, I'll go with the 6-pack.
Okay.
I'll take you on the 6-pack for that one.
6-pack of our choice.
Can I share those beers with you?
No, you didn't want to do the bet. You don't get to.
I'm out of breakfast sandwich if this team doesn't go undefeated.
You can have a couple of bottles of suds with me, as they said in Shawshank.
At some point, the two of us are going to drink very soon. He's going to be living 3 blocks from me. That's going to be a big problem for you.
What about the 3 of us? When do I get the invite?
You get the invite, of course, but you got kids, a wife.
I told her
a
that
life.
We need to do it as a show, and we got to build that camaraderie. We got to get that chemistry.
Well, yeah, you go out for work beers.
And she was like, "Oh, and you're going to do that post show?" I said, "Yeah, when it happens."
Yeah, work beers versus beers.
Right.
They're different things.
We did get an invite to a local bowling alley. We'll talk about that eventually when we connect the dots.
That's right. Sorry, I was a lot.
That's all right. We'll get an invite. We're going to make that happen. Maybe we do some bowling beers. I was thinking an idea, since we have the hookup there to a point, I don't know yet, of getting the other shows involved, like going head to head. But we'll have to do it like a Patriot game style.
Stop.
You're really on this Patriot Games thing.
I need.
No, you know what I'm on right now is the Disney, as Ray just brought it up. Connor, what's your favorite Disney movie of all time?
Remember the Titans.
That's a Disney movie.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Wow, that's a hell of a pull.
Yeah.
All right, you can't.
I don't do the
can't-
cartoon.
Why does that not count?
No, you can't do that.
I was born a man.
No, you can't do that.
Then I'd probably go Lion King.
Nice. Ray?
Aladdin.
Great movie.
Yeah, thank you.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Oldie but a goodie.
Why?
Pinocchio.
Or The Lion King, right? But Pinocchio.
Kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's one of the first ones. I remember, was it 40s?
It's weird. He gets
50s?
swallowed by a fish. He's made out of wood. A weird movie.
Definitely a weird movie.
Yeah, odd movie for sure. Whoever came up with that one.
Way more far-fetched than the Genie one or the Talking Lions one.
Well, yeah.
40s were a different time, I would imagine.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, just a little.
Different time.
Just a little.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them.
It was the 40s.
Oh, it's a good book by you. Good pull by you.
There you go.
All right, so you two that we're putting a lot into today's practice. You emotionally were invested very much in the A.J. Brown angle. Connor Thomas, you were invested in the Super Bowl angle. Knowing that they lost, not a blowout, they lost. Jeez. Knowing A.J. Brown had a good day.
Yep.
Now I'm curious the way the two of you feel, because I kind of felt like I was on the outside looking in of being like, yeah, it's a practice. It's cool. We got the storyline of A.J. Brown. You wanted to see them size up against a Super Bowl contender. You wanted to see, we found out just one punch really being thrown, only really one scuffle out there. You wanted to see guys throwing haymakers. You basically wanted to see WWE go on Foxborough.
Yeah, SummerSlam.
How do you feel now that we've gotten past today's portion of the practice?
Yeah, and with the fun part, putting that aside, I did want to see Quinyon and company go up against A.J. Brown and hold their own. And again, to a point, like, you can only get so crazy with this stuff because it was practice, a glorified practice at the grand scheme of things, watching the videos and all that. But where I'm at right now, Ray and Connor, he's quick. A.J. still got it. That's a heck of a grab for the New England Patriots. And I think he looked faster than ever out there today. And it was evident, too, because when he did match up against Quinyon, he got the best of him. We're talking about Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah.
So there was a lot to like from A.J. Brown's perspective from the New England Patriots side of things. But, again, he's no longer here, so it's see ya. On to the next.
All right, and Connor, the way they sized up against the Super Bowl contender.
Not great. Not very happy with today. It sounds like in the 2-minute drill that they did, penalties were a bit of an issue for the number one offense. It sounds like they had some trouble with just like the cleaning stuff up, which we saw with the backups. And that, to me, with a new offensive coordinator, I don't care what scheme you're running, like having the details, Nick Sirianni detailed together all his core values. Like, it doesn't sound like they've fully gotten to that point right now. That does worry me a little bit.
It should.
Core values.
It's in our notes, right? It's in our notes.
That's in our notes.
And that's in my notes.
All right. Coming up, I want to get, obviously, the YouTube chat recap to wrap things up here today. Phillies play tonight. They have won 5 in a row. We've talked a lot of A.J. Brown today. We've talked a lot of Eagles today. You're in your Hurts jersey, not because it's the A.J. Brown joint practice, just because it's laundry day at home. We do have Connor in his win shirt. We'll see if he continues with it tomorrow. We'll look at the game tonight and my half-baked thought, because I do want to get this in today. I rolled over this morning. I was, doing the old perusal of all different sites, standings, whole thing, and I looked at the Phil's schedule, and half-baked thought? Maybe? We'll see. We'll dive into it. He's Sean Brace. I'm Ray Dunne. This is Brace Dunne on 97.5. turned into the YouTube chat recap segment. Another just tremendous work there by the rotator, making sure that happens. Speaking of feedback we're getting, because you mentioned the YouTube chat and what we're going to have a recap coming up, at Pimple Ball on Twitter reaches out. Why does Ray Dunne sound like he's yelling everything since he started co-hosting the show? Bring back the regular, normal speaking voice. I actually agree with this. I've been a little animated over the last couple of days. I don't know what it is about me. Ever since I stepped in this chair, I think I've gone up a whole level of intensity. I feel like I've gone high school coach on you.
Don't pay attention.
No, I kind of agree with it.
Yeah, I get it. It's one of those things where it's a new show.
I was going to ask you this off the air.
I think, yeah, that's fine, and bringing the show to the air. And I think this is where we need Connor more than ever behind the scenes to say, like, hey, no, I think it's fine because we trust his ears more than anything. All love and respect to our listeners. There is a zig and zag element to it where I can't be crazy animated, which 90% of the time I am. Right. And you are meeting me there. So it's like we need to – that's more important to me than everything. Yeah. But, hey, look, you're excited. This is great. This is an awesome opportunity. As far as I'm concerned, I think we are 3-0 in the standings. I mean, I'm not trying to cash this ticket just yet.
No, we got a few thoughts.
The game's not over, but, like, Beef texted me, how's the show going? I said 2-0.
Yeah, I feel good.
I need you to be louder. That's what I need.
All right.
That's what my ears telling me. I need to take these headphones off because those takes are too hot, right?
Yeah.
I trust Connor's ears.
Give the people what they want.
Well, no, I think it's the level at which I'm talking. I don't think takes have gotten spicy quite a bit at all yet.
That's all right. But I said 74-8. That's what I want. I want the record, boys. All right?
74-8?
And then we also got to get the Cup championship as well.
What do I get for – it's not a Jordan flu game because honestly I woke up with plenty of energy.
Here we go.
Listen, I feel like I got to get a little bit of credit. What? If Jordan eats bad pizza and you cry at his documentary, I feel like I get credit for Flow Rider popping around today and putting together 4 hours.
How many last night? Really? Jesus.
Well, we started at Stateside across the street. We had a couple there. We had a couple at the game.
You're donating over there, man. Those prices you consuming like that? Man, take it easy.
Wait, how many was it? I didn't see.
Yeah.
Those things are so expensive over there. Like, I've never thought like this in my life, but for the first time, which is a great thing. I'm like, man, I'm going to the yard. Well, I need to have a couple more in the parking lot because I'm not going in there dropping those type of prices. I'm just not.
Yeah, well, good on you. Good on you. Last night,
Mr. Flow Rider got you. Okay, good.
Yeah, it was Flow Rider. That's what had me spending money last night. Certainly wasn't. Yeah, all right. Anyway, 1 o'clock hour brought to you by Morgenstern Hair Restorations. Great teams stick together, and so does great hair. Morgenstern Hair Restoration Championship results. Visit morgensternhair.com. We're called 610-831-HAIR. All right, half-baked thought for you real quick before we get to the YouTube chat.
All right.
Have you been following the Braves recently?
Sure.
Sure. To the point where you realize the Phils with their winning ways, the Braves with the way they've played. By the way, that playoff percentage that we were talking about earlier in the week is up to 87% now on the old ESPN for your fighting Phils. Phillies are 5.5 back of the Atlanta Braves right now in the division.
That's correct.
Don't do it to yourself.
The Phillies coming up, finish up Miami tonight. Then they got 3 against St. Louis at home. They go on the road to Seattle, on the road to L.A., and then you actually get back to Arizona and the teams that are, like, competing. But after Arizona, they have Atlanta at home for 4 over Labor Day weekend. I'm not saying they're catching them. I'm just saying there was a thought in my head that when the Braves get here for that 4-game set Labor Day weekend, we're talking about what it means for them to pull within the division lead. It's a massive what is the seesaw? Like, it's a massive seesaw from where we started this week of like where we're at. But I just look at it, it's a very winnable stretch for the Phillies. The Braves, by the time they get here, it's 5.5 right now, so all you have to gain is 1.5 really for it to be 4 games and be within them tying. I don't think it's a stretch. I don't think it's a stretch when the Braves have to go to Chicago for 1, then go to Milwaukee for 3, L.A. after they're playing L.A. at home after that, and then they got a couple sprinkled in there with Colorado, San Francisco, Washington. Those aren't exactly tough games before they get here. I don't know, Connor. You gave me a look.
What's the Phillies' record against the Braves this year?
0-3.
Braves got Rob Thompson fired, right?
They were part of it, them and the Cubs.
They lost all three, right? Or no, 2-1. Excuse me. Or 1-2. 1-2. They lost 6-2. They won 8-5. They lost 5-3. 1-2. Back in April.
Yeah, because that Saturday game saved Thompson's job, then the Sunday game did.
Timeout.
They played 2 series against
Thank
us,
you.
didn't they?
I'm an idiot.
1-5, right?
They won 1 game out of the 2 series. Good grief.
1-5.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
But
that's why you don't get your hopes up.
I'm just saying. I'm not getting the hopes of winning the division. I'm just saying by the time we get to Labor Day, thought that 4-game set's going to have – we're going to go into it with, hey, if they perform well this weekend, they got a shot at the division.
Yeah. The problem is that 4-game set has to happen. It's not who else you're playing. It's the good teams.
Yeah. I am just saying. So we're all in agreement by the time we get to Labor Day, they're going to be within the 4 games where that makes that series, hey, they could have the lead of the division if they have an amazing weekend.
I can get there with you, and I also bring it back to the betting perspective. The Phillies right now plus 475, some shops as high as plus 500 to win the division.
I'm not telling you to put your money there, folks.
I think that's a decent wager. You're getting a big bang for your buck. You're making the math equation into it, which I think is important. They're playing great baseball at this point in time. I don't think 5-1 is a bad bet. That's all. Connor?
Waste your money if you'd like to.
Yeah, I was going to say, listen, you should probably put that, you should do the 6-pack on that.
All right, I'm here you go. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm making that way.
All right, love it. All right, let's get to the YouTube chat.
Blame Ray.
What?
It's time for the YouTube chat recap.
How about filling us in?
I can't fly. Text us at 610-632-0975. Watch us live on YouTube every single weekday.
Let me tell you something else, man.
It's the Brace and Dunne YouTube chat recap.
What we got?
I don't want to see AJ fail. I never wish anyone to fail, but I hope he has the worst numbers of his career. Yo, dude, from the chat.
I hope he doesn't fail, but I also want him to be the worst he's ever been.
Yo, dude.
I saw that from Yo, dude earlier. It's all right. You're not rooting for him to fail, but you're not rooting for him to succeed.
Pick a side.
It's basically rooting for him to fail, right?
Yes, we should all be rooting for him to fail. The question is, what level of rooting for him to fail are you at? It's a spectrum.
I might need him on my fantasy team after today.
Oh, jeez.
Here we go.
All of a sudden, it falls apart.
Fastest guy in that field.
BP, I need a ruling from Club Hertz on whether or not he should draft A.J. Brown in his fantasy team. What else we got?
To be fair, Ray, when you're married, it's like living in a box. When you see an opportunity to see some air, you act like an idiot, if Bayless from the chat.
I don't know what that was in reference to.
Your friend, who has a significant other of their own, diming you out.
Oh. Yeah, I will say my relationship status, my dating life, is a big source of conversation amongst the friend group because I am friends with pretty much all girlfriend, fiance, wife guys.
Hey, Ray.
That's, yeah, like, me being single is like a novelty to everyone because it's like, oh, yeah, we're all cuffed. Which, I mean, good for all them. Yeah. I don't
Yeah, but people, big beef. People who are married or have significant others want to be a part of the lives of the people who are single. No, you had your opportunity. Leave me out of it.
Yeah, right there with you.
You're right there with him.
What do you mean? Yeah. You're asking Ray all the time about what he's doing.
Middays with Marks made a whole thing out of me holding out.
No, that's for show perspective. That's it.
We've done 4 hours, and I can't tell what side you're on of any conversation we had today.
That's a good thing. Keep you guessing.
What do we got?
I need a nickel for every time Brace says, oh, by the way, all of my financial worries would be gone. Miggs from the chat.
Oh, by the way.
Oh, by the way.
I'm a by the way guy.
Have you ever watched, you were a How I Met Your Mother guy, were you?
No.
No. All right.
I was. Big one.
Yeah. The episode with the
Yes.
With Robin. We should not tell them, but have the YouTube chat do a drinking game for Oh, by the way, and do exactly what How I Met Your Mother did for that. Where we have inside information that you'll just keep saying it and have them all just absolutely hammered.
There's always something to add. Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I don't know. I have just noticed it because I think someone tweeted it. If Bayless, I think, tweeted about it. Tweeted it to us.
Well, those YouTube chatters don't miss much.
No.
From
that they
6 to 6 p.m., they don't miss much.
What else we got?
By the way.
If Connor's lucky shirt is going to stay during win streak, if it's washed, does that remove the vibes? Andrew from the chat.
Listen, you don't want it not washed.
Yeah, no, he's
You would
watching it
rather the
nowadays.
Phillies lose out than have this shirt unwashed. I tried that once. It didn't go well. I just got this to smell good.
Especially the summer months.
What else we got?
This is stinky.
By the way, it's hot during the summer months.
Who has a better chance, Brace making 30 field goals or John making 30 free throws? If Bayless from the chat.
How many attempts?
No, I couldn't even get it up last time I kicked. Excuse me. Pause.
What?
I tried to kick field goals down there at the Novacare complex. That's where the Soul tryouts were way back when, and could not even get the ball off the ground. It was bad. It was embarrassing. So Johnny making those free throws seems a little easier than me kicking field goals.
Tell me 20-yarders, you can't knock those down?
If I practiced and started, getting lift, sure. But, I'll give the free throws. Easier.
All right. Appreciate y'all for checking in. That's the YouTube chat recap plus YouTube chatter. Jay Walker's shout out for seeing me at the game last night. You didn't see anything. He's Sean Brace. I'm Ray Dunne. This has been Brace and Dunne. We'll talk to you tomorrow.